NCHSAA.com.
Well, after a nice little reset, we welcome you back to coverage on your radio dial, 87.9 FM. We are CRN.com worldwide, and we are now preparing for a couple of teams that have never been to this quest, this game, this moment, the state championship. If you thought the 1A was a barn burner with a 9-8 final win for the Wilson Prep Tigers over Robbinsville, strap in. We're about to go even into stealth mode with this one. These two teams, both at 13-0. A great season, an undefeated season, and they've never been to the ship. Both teams have made it, and in less than 3 hours' time, we will find out. Who will it be? Somebody's going to be 14-0, the perfect season. Somebody's going to be 13-1. And for these two teams, one of them will have the opportunity to say they are the state champions of 8A football. Live on the Community Radio Network, it is the Millbrook Wildcats and the Hough Huskies. Welcome back. Jackie Posey on production and camera, Mark Coates, Robbie Morrell, I'm Wesley Outland. We've got an amazing group of All-State sideline reporters with Kim Winslow and Braxton Cutchin. Mark Arson, an alumni of Millbrook, will be joining us here in a moment. Robbie, we had an amazing game a moment ago. Now you're going to strap in, and you're going to see two teams that are fighting for the first opportunity to be a state champion going at it here on Chris Smith Field on the gridiron at Keaton Stadium.
Yeah, you really can't ask for anything more. You got two undefeated teams, 13-0 coming from both sides of the state. It's going to be a classic, I believe, in the largest classification we have in the state of North Carolina, 8A.
8A.
Some of you folks are wondering why 8A is playing on Thursday night and why 1A played. Well, it's because they had a week off last week.
That's right.
And they didn't have to play that regional final the same week everybody else did. So that's why they're playing tonight. But you know what? It doesn't matter what night you play on. You're playing for a state championship. So you come out here, you bring in, the fans are loading in pretty good as we go, but they're going to bring the energy. And again, I look forward to a great football game at 8A.
And here comes a team, Mark, that obviously another thing you mentioned, they haven't played since 2 weeks ago, but they also have, Mark, only 32 teams that make it to the playoffs where everybody else is 64.
Right.
So cut it in half.
I'm excited to see. I know earlier in the year, Clayton went down to Hoggard, and Robbie and I especially felt like Hoggard was our favorite in the East.
Yeah.
To win the state title, and Millbrook goes down there the other week and defeats them on their home field, which
that's right.
That's impressive in and of itself to go in, 1-2. I think they were the 2 seed.
Yep.
And then defensive battle, I think 13-7,
14-7. Yep.
Yeah. To earn the right to come here. You talk about Hough and some of the teams out in the West, the Myers Parks, the West Charlottes,
Independence,
yep. Charlotte Catholic. I mean, it is.
It's a rough down there in Mecklenburg. But you talk about the Hoggard game, Mark, a little bit. Millbrook, I believe, jumped out to a 14-0 lead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they jumped out 14-0 and then held on. Hoggard scored in the third quarter, I think, make it 14-7. But then the fourth quarter was back and forth. So that, like I said, I don't believe. You've got two teams here. I don't believe it'll be like that. I think it's going to be more wide open. I think we're going to have a lot more scoring in this football game, simply because I think that, when you have a team like Hoggard and you have a team like Millbrook going out, then they're smashing each other in the mouth. Again, this is going to be the same thing that happened, that should happen everywhere you go. The first quarter is going to be a feel-out quarter. Who can do what? What do I think? I wouldn't be surprised if the coaches had scripted plays for the first couple series so that they can get through a list, and they show all the different things that can be done. So it's going to be an exciting night.
We have an alumni of yeah, there we go. Forgot. Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
You should be able to hear us now, guys. We forgot to plug in. real quickly, plug it in. Mark Arson, alumni of the Millbrook Wildcats. Did you even realize that tonight is the first time, Mark, that they've made it into a state championship game?
I did have to double check that. Yes, Wesley, because they've had some really good teams over the past decade, and well, even when I was at Millbrook a very long time ago, we had a good team. But yeah, coming to the state championship, this is an exclusive club when you think about the schools across the state. And, maybe this will be Millbrook's year. They've made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, you look at it, a tremendous contrast to the first game where Robbinsville has been there 17 times. Now Wilson Prep, it was their first appearance, and now you've got two teams who have never been here but are both carrying unblemished records into Keenan Stadium at Chris Smith Field here on the campus of University of North Carolina Chapel Hill. So again, you look forward to that. Who's going to control the line of scrimmage? I just really believe that's going to happen again. This is 8A football, so this is more about the officials are going to see different things. And we kind of heard that last week or a couple weeks ago in one of our games, is that some officials in some parts of the state don't see wide open football. They see line them up, strap them on, and let's beat each other up. So the officials, I think, in this game, they're going to have to be quick on their feet. They're going to have to be nimble, have to be in the right spot, and be able to see all the different things that 8A football brings to the state high school championship.
Let's check in with our All-State sideline reporters very quickly. But first, here is a quick word from All-State reminding you, North Carolina, you're in good hands.
That's why we've donated over $2 billion.
I'm your football obsessed best man. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate.
Both teams 13 and obviously like we mentioned, ready to go here for the run of a state championship. It is the 8A state championship. Let's go to the end of the spectrum and join Kim Winslow. She is covering the Millbrook Wildcats. Kim, what are we going to be watching tonight? And obviously, I know it's got to be a special moment for a former coach from Clayton, now at Millbrook, Hunter Jinks, offensive coordinator, to be able to be a part of a state championship with Mr. Marshall.
Yeah, and you mentioned this, both teams' first appearance in the state championship game, which when I first read that stat, I was actually absolutely shocked.
Yes.
You think about the success of both of these programs, and again, that tells you just how hard it is to get to this level of this stage. Tonight, we're going to see a defensive battle, and it's going to be all field position and which offense makes a mistake, or does the kicking game come into play as far as getting that field position? When you look at the stats of these two teams, they're almost mirror images of each other as far as number of points scored, points allowed. Everything seems to be a mirror image. The only differential is the total yard differential per game. Millbrook is outgained opponents by about 220 yards and Hough about 110. So Millbrook's getting a little bit more offensive yards, but this is going to be an absolute matchup of juggernaut. Look at star players. Hough has about 6 players that are in the top 75 of the state, just in the class of 2026. And Millbrook's got some good young guns, a strong junior class. They've got 3 of the top 20 in the class of 2027. So I think we're going to have some star power out here tonight.
The Millbrook Wildcats, the 8A East champions, a school founded in 1922. The first football season was in 1959. They're based out of Wake County. The principal is Dr. Brian Saunders. The athletic director is Chris East. Lamar Marshall is the head coach. They are, of course, adopting Wildcats as their mascot with the colors of navy, white, and light blue. From Keenan Stadium, it is only 40 miles. From Hough, it is 160 miles. This is their first appearance in the state championship, Robbie.
Yeah, exactly. And Kim hit it right on the head when you talk about the teams are almost mirror images. She's talking about points allowed and everything else. Well, when I was looking at it, again, you talk about Millbrook has scored 515 points offensively and given up 72 on the year. Well, Hough on the other side of the spectrum has given up or have scored 497, and they've only given up 93. So again, you're talking about two teams that like to put the ball in the end zone. They play good defense. They're probably solid on the backside. I'm looking at some recruiting on the backside here from Millbrook. You're talking about on their defense was 1, 2, 3. minimum 3-star recruits. You got 2 4-stars and the 3-star on their defensive starters. And everybody else is all conference. And the same thing for Hough. When you look at their squad, there's a ton of college prospects there. So again, you're looking at teams that are again mirror images of each other, just on different parts of the state. So again, I look forward to a big battle. The Hough coach, talks about their ups and downs they've had this season. But they've been able to pull it together when it mattered and be able to go in and win tough games on the road.
Now let's set the stage for the Hough team that we will be introducing in just a moment. It is the battle of the Claws, the Cats, the Wildcats, and the Huskies of Hough. And this is their first time at state. Joining them, covering the 8A West champions, is our All-State sideline reporter, Braxton Cutchin. Braxton, what insight to the game can you add for this team that's been around since 2010?
And you said it's their first championship game here at the state title, but they're no stranger to running deep in the playoffs. They've made the playoffs, I think 13 consecutive years, if I'm not mistaken. And they lost last year in the final to Grimsley. And we know how good Grimsley can be. We're going to see them play again tomorrow night on this field.
That's right.
But yeah, they have a perfect record so far, 13-0, 5-0 in conference. It's going to be a dogfight or a cat fight, shall you? But it's going to be a battle of the defenses. Only giving up less than 100 points on defense all year long while scoring almost 500. It's going to be a tough night for the Huskies and the Wildcats. And we're in for a good one, though.
Yeah, we unplugged it, and then I got electrocuted. By the way, the Hough Huskies is, again, as Braxton mentioned, their 13th consecutive appearance in the playoffs, first in the state championship, second time in a row in the regionals. They won the regional championship last week over West Charlotte, 24-0. They shut out their competition. By the way, they're based out of Mecklenburg County. David Farley is the principal. Derek Butler is the athletic director. Deshaun Baker is the coach. The Huskies will be donning black, gray, light blue from Keenan Stadium, 131 miles just down I-85, 160 miles to Millbrook. Mark Arsenault, we're going to bring you in during the game, kickoff, halftime, post-game. What are you going to be watching out of Millbrook tonight? And a big shout-out to Christy. That's going to be your sidekick checking out the game tonight.
Yeah, big shout-out to Christy for getting us up here tonight. Wesley, I wanted to mention, I saw an interview that Coach Marshall for Millbrook did a couple of days ago, talking about how big some of the offensive linemen were, or are for Hough. But he said we've got some bigs on our defensive line as well. But yeah, Millbrook is a team that can put up a lot of points, but I'm thinking this might be more of a defensive battle, just because, the way the coach was talking, there are some college size players on this field tonight.
Yes.
So, we'll see. But, if I would, not that anyone's asking me.
Sure.
But if I was to talk to the team, I would say, hey, guys, being in Keenan Stadium don't mean a thing. Tar Heels on the end zone, Carolina doesn't mean anything. It's a football field.
Yes.
It's 100 yards to the, from end zone to end zone.
Don't be intimidated is what you're saying,
It's
right?
53.5 yards wide. It's the same field you play on up in Raleigh and everywhere else that you've been. Just go and execute the fundamentals and bring home this championship.
Mark, coach, from one mark to another, Mark, coach, do you think we're going to see a low-scoring defensive battle in the trenches tonight on the gridiron, as you love to call?
Well, Millbrook's offensive line, similar to one that Jinx had a couple years ago, averaging somewhere around 6'4", 305, 310 across their front. They have some good athletes. They've got one little man on their side. If he's 120 pounds soaking wet and 4 foot tall, he'll be lucky. But he hides behind that grown offensive line very well, and he runs behind them very well. I expect to see a hard-fought game. Defense, I always say, wins championships. I think you got to get into the 20s, mid to upper 20s to win this game tonight. Look for a competitive game, but hey, I'm pulling for the East.
Yeah,
I'm pulling for the East. Not because
the East.
of Hunter, but hey, Millbrook's from the East, and I want to see them I want to see them bring it back home. The West has been dominant the last couple of years.
Yeah.
It's time for the East to shine.
Normally the East has been underdogs. You'll appreciate this. We were talking before, the last time that Clayton made it, played in the playoffs through Thanksgiving.
Right,
And I
right.
remember just how cold that game was. And Coach Hunter Jenks was wearing short sleeves because he was superstitious.
Yep.
Wanted to wear the same thing every time. Offensive coordinator Hunter Jenks is down here with short sleeves on.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow.
And you look at that, and that's
Just the
been,
superstition of
that's been
anything, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
you would be shocked. Well, maybe I'll say that you might not be shocked, but there are tremendous superstitions amongst everybody. The players have them, the coaches have them, everybody's got them, and the new ones are started every year. But if you got something that you just absolutely believe in,
Roll with it.
Be it short sleeves or be it your offensive line, you roll with it and you say, here we go from there, So, and, when you look at the schedule, they both played a tremendous schedule, both of them. I will point back to Huff's first game of the year. They played a team out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is where Jadeveon Clowney came from.
Okay.
So it's a team called South Point. And South Point, in their first 3 or 4 years in existence, was ranked in the top 10 in the ESPN, all this other USA Today stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still one of the top teams in the nation. And to this day, that's South Point's only loss on the year.
Oh, wow.
So South Point, again, coming out of Rock Hill, is going to be playing for state title. So Huff has also been battle-tested.
Well, the other thing is, in the West, people talk a lot, but you have a lot to do with the Panthers, former players.
You get drop-in visits and whatever
you
else.
get drop-ins.
Yes, yeah.
What was it I saw this year? There were 3 former Panther players coaching middle school ball.
Yep.
You don't get much better than that at a youth level league, to get Panther players to come
Huff is taking the
coach.
field.
Here comes the Hough Huskies.
History in the making.
Going to be a battle one. They're both undefeated. They've both never been to a state championship. Mark Arston, your final take before kickoff, buddy. This is about to be reality. We'll talk to you at halftime, my friend.
I'm a little nervous myself. I hope the team is not, but they probably have a few butterflies on both sidelines, and let's just hope for a good game tonight. This feels like football championship weather, and we're all glad to be here.
I'm assuming you're picking Millbrook to win, right? What's the score going to be, my friend?
He's pulling it out.
Done in his 100 years.
He's got the shirt.
What do you think the score will be, Mark?
Oh, my gosh. Well, I said it, I was going to call for a bit of a defensive battle, so let's say 24-22.
Wow.
Millbrook.
9-8 was the final a moment ago between Wilson Prep and Robbinsville.
Yeah, that's incredible.
A field goal
Here
won
comes
the
the
game.
Wildcats.
And here comes the Millbrook Wildcats. Mark, thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. We'll talk to him at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. I'm letting him and Christy enjoy the game between Millbrook and Huff.
I will tell you.
I'm going to put a money in the jar every time I say you, Mark. Every time I say you instead of Huff.
Q, Huff, whatever.
You Huff something, right?
I tell you, here's where you can throw things out the door. In game 1 today, Robbinsville was favored to beat Wilson Prep.
Right.
Okay, they were favored. They were favored to win by 2. And guess what? They lost by 1. Okay, so you talk about a field goal.
But they were ahead by 2.
They were ahead by 2.
Yeah,
They say they punted the football, but I digress.
When you look at this game, Huff is favored by double digits. Okay,
That's the Massey rating, right?
Yeah,
Massey's
exactly. They're favored by 13 points. I don't think that's anywhere. I think this is going to be like Mark said.
I'll be shocked if
it's
it
going
is.
to be a 2 or 3, maybe. It's going to be a 1-possession game. It'll be a 1-score game to figure out, what do I need to do to go ahead and get to the end. And again, Mark Sass talked about the intimidation of walking into a 50,000 seat stadium. And you see a lot of empty seats, obviously, but you still see a ton of full seats. We're looking at the Millbrook side, and there's a couple sections right in the middle that are full. So I think it's a great thing of what we got. We can't see the Huff section, but I would imagine they're the same way. This is 8A football in the state of North Carolina, the largest classification here. It's time for 2 of what I think of the best teams
And
to get ready to play.
And Millbrook's got a steady trail still coming in.
Yep.
We now pause for public address and the playing of our national anthem. Braxton, if you want to cut your mic down at midfield, my friend, please do so as we have the national anthem playing. It is an electric feeling like none other. It is a privilege, a pleasure, and honor to bring it to you. The 8A State Championship, Hough and Millbrook. It is coming up next. By the way, we're at the top of the hour. We need to pause for 10 seconds of station identification from Chris Smith Field at Kenan Stadium. The state championships on the Community Radio Network.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Coming up will be the coin toss. Jackie Posey, we will bring the electric heater for tomorrow night, but your take of getting ready for this one. Millbrook and Hough. It should be a good game. You like defense? We're going to see that in a moment.
I like defense. I like one hell of a game. I don't like the low scoring games because it's not. To me, it's not entertaining.
Bored last game.
But I mean, no, I was pretty entertained with the defense. But
she did say whoever scored first was going to win the game, but they did.
And I ain't calling it right now. So
prognosticator.
Oh, something's going on with RDC. I'm getting some texts and stuff asking what's going on with the television side of things.
I have no idea. Ain't got nothing to do with us. We're doing the radio.
Yeah.
By the way, radio is.
Well, that ain't what I asked you. I was trying to find out.
Man, don't ask me. I ain't got nothing to do with TV. My RDC TV 28 has the TV coverage, and of course the Community Radio Network has coverage of this 8A state championship game. Want to say thank you to Q Tucker, Brandon Marie, Julie Kidd, everybody with the North Carolina High School Athletic Association for giving us this esteemed honor. We zoom in now, and we're getting closer to the coin toss. Final keys to the game. Let's go back down to Kim Winslow as the coin toss is about to go down. What does Millbrook got to do, Kim, to win this game tonight?
And we talked, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be protect the ball. Don't hurt yourself because this could come back down. Which offense makes the mistake first?
Braxton Cutchin, what is it going to take for Hough to win their first state championship here tonight?
I think it's going to be a matter of keeping everything composed and feeding off this Hough student section right here. Oh, really hype down here. I think that's going to be the key right now is the Hough student section. They're loud and they are rowdy. They were already chirping before the game started. There's a bit of confidence going on.
Let's go down to the field. The referee is orchestrating the coin toss here at Kenan Stadium.
There it is.
It is a heads. If you want to toss, what's your option? Defer to second half.
Millbrook could get the football to start with, ladies and gentlemen.
He'll make it official here in just a moment. So it is sounding like Millbrook is going to receive the football to start the game.
Yep.
They're defending from left to right from our broadcast position to the west end zone. Near the Rams Head parking deck. When you remember where the Rams Head parking deck is when we get out of here tonight, right?
Exactly.
I'm calling me an Uber to take me down there. I am not walking on that.
I literally think you go down the elevator, you take a left, and it's in that glass building right down there.
I'm going out. I'm going out the elevator, and I'm gonna call Warrell Towing, and I'm gonna get him to come pick me up.
Pick me up at the gate, would you please? Yeah,
well, I mean, if y'all are going that way.
I mean, we can leave all this here tonight. Yeah,
pack it up. But Braxton just sat in front of the crowd down at the student section, Hough. And you look over there at the student section from Millbrook, and again, it's on. We are the teams are on the field now. It's on. Let's see what happens in this 8A again, largest classification in the state. Two undefeated teams getting ready to play some smash mouth.
The speed and athleticism that should be displayed at this level.
This is what they wanted. This is what they wanted when they made this.
This is why they brought these teams to Kenan Stadium.
Absolutely.
Millbrook is wearing white on white with blue. The blue helmets with the Wildcat in the front of their side helmets in black. Hough is black on white. The state championship of 8A is underway. Coming out at the 1. Millbrook drives. They got a runner, and they're driving all the way to the 30. He's still on his feet. He'll go down at the 40.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. We got a Huff player down.
That's because he got blown
Wow.
up.
He came down. He was the first one down and the first one to go down. So he got blocked. The opposite guy who did not take the football met number 13 and just smashed him, blew him up, and he's still there shaking up.
Right now, he's wondering.
Timeout. Injured player.
I would not be surprised.
We have an injury timeout for number 13, by the way. That's Charles
Are you going to
Puckett.
say it?
I'm just saying, use the concussion word. I was just about to say, I would not be surprised if he does not come back in the game off the first play
There's some
based on
stars.
concussion.
There's some stars floating around
smashed.
right now.
He laid there for a minute, got up, started walking, then took his helmet off and
then
kneed
hold
over
back
again.
down.
And the whole time he was holding his head.
Yeah, so I would not be surprised. They got to get
Number
over.
13,
Yeah, and again, guys.
Charles Puckett.
Yeah, know that these coaches are trained, and you have trainers and everybody else to detect those signs of concussion football. They're all about safety now in NCHSAA. So they'll get him totally checked out, and if they have to, they'll take his helmet.
Yeah, he got his bell rocked, no doubt about it, for sure. So Puckett's going to get checked out by the medical trainers for the Hough Huskies and the Wildcats with a great job on the kickoff all the way to around the 40. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 39, or actually the 40-yard line, and they're ready to go. Let's do it.
3:30, 5'9", 305.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Let's see what the quarterback will do for Millbrook. Up the middle. That's number 1, by the way, Bryson Gray.
Ooh, they flowing that football.
Yep.
And they said, you're not going anywhere.
You know what? Huff came out in the standard 4-3 defense. Millbrook runs a spread offense. That was the inside zone right there. Didn't really go anywhere, but it set the tone for what might be coming.
That was Wilson McCullers that got stopped, and he got dropped.
Gained a yard. So, again, they're playing in the pistol formation, which, quarterback short and one single back behind them.
It'll be 2nd and 9. A pickup of 1 by McCullers.
Quarterback's looking for the signal.
They're going to bring quarterback in again. Yep, play clock's down to 8 seconds. Down to single digits, guys.
Yep. Huff just walked into cover 2 defense.
Throw. Nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. They met him and stopped him.
The line of scrimmage. The closing speed on that play right there.
I was just about to mention the same thing.
That was Malachi.
Uncovered.
That was Malachi Gilchrist that caught the football, but then he got short.
He was uncovered. He had, let's say, Huff was in 2-man coverage. He had 2 outside receivers up tight, 2 safeties back deep. The safety flew to that middle zone and picked him up for a no gain on the play. Nice, pursuit on the play.
And the fact he didn't overrun it.
Correct. He held on once he made contact, which was good.
Here we go now. It'll be a 3rd and 9. Your quarterback again, Bryson Gray. Gray up the middle. He finds a lane.
Nope,
He'll drop down. It's going to be a 3 and out here for the Wildcats in their opening series.
Yeah, great defensive start for Huff, running the 4-3. They dropped 3-man coverage back in the right then. Quarterback had nowhere to go with the football, had to take off, and then slid before he got hit by the linebacker.
Smart decision on his part.
Absolutely.
By the way, our coverage of the state championships on the Community Radio Network is presented by Eastern Technical Design. Kim Winslow, down to you for an all-state sideline report. Not the welcoming opening series Millbrook wanted to have, but there's still plenty of great football. But what a kickoff return all the way to the 40, but just couldn't capitalize on it.
Absolutely, and we expected this is going to be a defensive battle. And looking for field position now at this point.
34-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to drop it around the 34 for the Hough Huskies.
Yeah, net gain of only about 16 yards there from where first down would have been. But absolute, and I mean, when you look at what Millbrook tried to do on offense there, again, this is why I think that the first series may have been scripted. Inside zone, quick screen, drop back pass. What are we going to see in 3 different types of plays as we go through? So now let's see what Huff does. See if they come out kind of in a scripted look and do the same thing. What different looks are they going to get defensively?
We have a media timeout. We'll step away and take one with them. Here's a word from our sponsor. Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 252-245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs.
Pick it.
And they're back out on the field. Thank you so much. Thank you, by the way, to the scorers table for giving us live stats, just like the NCAA for the North Carolina High School Athletic Association game as well.
4-2. Playing.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Look at this. Wow, I love it.
Nice.
Nice run at the 40. That was number 9 on the stop for the Millbrook defense. That's Aiden Wilson. As Morrison runs the football, Jamarian Morrison, number 21, the sophomore running back. And he's going to get a pickup mark of about, 6 yards here, 2nd and 4.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like Millbrook is coming out in their standard 4-3 as well. That was straight power football there as they run the ball off the left side mark right there. Straight to Hive out of the zone. Linebacker from Millbrook stepped into the B gap nicely and made initial contact, but the running back had momentum and drove him a couple yards, and now it's 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
2nd and 4. Now, yeah, you're exactly right. Yes, it isn't updated yet. It is 3rd and 1. It's 3rd and 1. All right. Let's see what goes on. First and more. You're exactly right, Mark. And what a drive. Number 6.
They showed run, and they went with pass.
That was Ethan Royal. Ethan Royal to Jaden White, and they'll move the chains. First down, Robbie. What a job there by the Wildcats.
Yeah,
by the Huskies.
Huskies. Yeah, they brought the backside receiver behind the line of scrimmage, snuck him to the other side, and faked the inside zone, hit him on a screen route, and he picks up 7 yards from the first down at midfield.
Play action was able to freeze that linebacker for Millbrook on that other side.
Yep. Unbelievable. Going to be now a 3rd and 1.
No, first and 10.
First and 10. A 3rd and 1 becomes a 1st and 10 as now we go down up the middle.
Inside.
Let's do it again, shall we? Man, 2 or 3 of the Millbrook players got just literally slung like rag dolls a moment ago.
I'll tell you what, Huff is helmet to helmet.
Yes.
Man on man.
One guy got slung to the other end of the field a moment ago to the right.
Mono right now, and Huff is winning the point of attack right now.
Pickup of 6, by the way, for the Huskies. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Millbrook's changing defense now, going to a 3-5 look or a 3-4 look.
Yep.
See if they bring somebody off the edge just to bring that extra man pressure. They showed pressure and walked up 19 the back.
Quarterback takes it out the back.
Rushing up the middle. There he goes to the left hash mark, and he's going to drop it around the 36.
Yep.
QB keeper, Ethan Royal, number 1, the junior QB.
Something we don't see a lot in the East. I don't see a lot in the East, and I may be wrong, is quarterback slide.
Yeah.
Does that affect Millbrook?
I don't know. It's where the ball becomes marked, but then you have to control yourself before you go in, and if the quarterback slides and you hit him while he's going down, you're in trouble.
We'll see what happens now, but it'll be a 1st and 10. They are working their way into the Wildcats' territory. Huskies driving that started on the 35 of their own side of the field. Handoff to the left, and there we go up the middle.
Ooh.
Almost ran into a man. Millbrook couldn't stop him, though.
Almost. He did run into him
like a parked car.
Number 21, Jamarian Morrison, 5'9", 206, sophomore running back. Off the left side, looks like a gain of about 7.
He just was at speed.
2nd and 3.
He was at speed, Robbie.
I tell you quickly. And what's happening right now, again, like we said, Huff is winning the line of scrimmage. There hasn't been a play for less than 6 yards as of yet. And they've gone 15, they've gone 25 yards, 35 yards already. And it hasn't been a play less than 6 yards.
Midway point of the first quarter, 8A state championship so far, no score. First series, though. Huff is driving. Fake. Up the right. Up the lane. Driving. Got a man. Grabs him by his ankles. Brings him down by a collar.
Number 11.
Shoe collar tackle.
Number 11. Cairo Williams there. He came up from his strong safety spot. There's 2 positions back there, the free safety and the strong safety. The strong safety is your enforcer, for lack of a better word. Your free safety goes over the top. Your strong safety come down and enforces.
Unbelievable.
And he just stepped in and enforced his will right then.
All right.
But it's still not enough, though. It's still not enough.
Yeah, they got the first
down again for Huff.
If he don't make that tackle, he's in the end zone.
We got debris on the field from Huff as well.
It's somebody's hand warmers.
Yep. Official will probably make him get it off the field. There you go.
Play clock's down to 3.
Yep. Now they got to have a timeout.
Timeout. Oh, man.
Timeout. Huff.
Yeah.
First charge timeout.
And it's all because of debris.
It's a hand
It's
warmer.
like racing, right? There's debris on the field.
Explain to me why you don't stop the clock for that, because you stop the clock for the
That's not a natural cause of the game.
Yeah.
It's something you choose to wear, and it's just out there. It's not an equipment violation.
I mean, it's on you if you lose it, right? And then you take time off the clock. You had no choice either to take a 5-yard penalty or call a timeout.
If I'm the Millbrook, if I'm the Huff guy right there, I'm picking up, put it on. Don't try to throw it and have to go back again. He wasted 10 seconds, the last 10 seconds of the play clock, because he picked it up, threw it, and it didn't go anywhere, started running away from it, and had to come back and get it.
Okay.
Pick it up, put it on.
All right, but why if that's a towel on the field, they don't stop the clock.
You're correct. They'll let the play go.
They'll let the play
Yeah,
go.
they'll let the play go, and that's what they did there. They let the play go. They let the clock go. Okay, but the towel, if it's in the middle, somebody will pick it up. Official will pick it up. Whatever. It was the hand warmer there was sitting out by the hash, so it can affect the sweep. It can affect the takeoff. It can affect any type of the play. And if you step on that versus a towel, exactly.
Wow.
You know. So, and plus towels, like I said, it's a smaller write-up. That's a hand warmer. Yeah.
By the way, guys, Huff has now had 4 consecutive first downs, okay? Yep. Rushing 5 for 28. Millbrook's only 2 for 1 for rushing. And literally, they're passing, they're throwing, they're getting the ball up the field. Mark, here comes Millbrook back out of the field. They got a good defense, but they're just not stopping. They're not, as you always say, stick and grab your man. They're not stopping the Huskies from driving up the field.
No, they're not.
It'll be now first and 10.
When I look at their nose guard, number 40.
Yeah,
I mean, he's 5'10", 240.
Yeah, that's Kamari St. Clair.
I don't know what their weights are, but 6'4", 6'4", 6'3".
Here we go again.
That's a good play by the defense right there.
Yeah, they read that one. I believe that's number 11 with the stop as well as number 32.
Yeah, number 32, Carson Adams.
Caro Williams as well as Carson Adams stopping that run there.
2nd and 8.
Yeah, and what Huff tried to do there is Huff tried to get to the edge, and Carson Adams set the edge pretty nice, and his teammates came to help him. Number 11 also came to help on that. Like you said, Caro Williams kind of cleaned it up from his free safety spot. As Carson Adams, the middle backer, chasing it horizontal to the line, the safety comes down and does a tackle.
7 minutes gone, under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Still no score. First series drive, though, for Huff, and they're driving. There goes one. Wide open man. He's got the football. Got tripped up.
He's hurt.
Got kicked in the head.
He might have took a knee to the head.
Man.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
He dropped like a rock.
Is that number 18, I think?
It's
Timeout. Player injury.
We got a player injury for Millbrook. I believe it's number 16.
16 maybe.
Of Malcolm McIntyre that is down. And, I mean, if you saw the replay.
Yeah, you don't want to see the replay.
It looked like he tried to step up and make a big body stop.
He went low on the young man, but I think he takes a knee or something.
Yeah, and that's the hard part about tackling. People talk about tackling.
He stuck his head right between his crotch.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, it is cold outside. I mean, if you thought 42 degrees was cold at 4 o'clock kickoff, it's 31 degrees right now, and you can see where he took a shot to. Wow.
Yeah, and we don't want to speculate.
Yeah,
don't speculate. But, it was a hard collision on the sideline. He's down, but hopefully he'll be okay. But it was a wide open play on the outside, so he was 1-on-1 with the running back.
Yeah, the best thing we can do is call for an injury timeout, and we'll be back in a moment.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
To provide the music, talk, and sports you love. And to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bouldering is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
Look at you go.
the one-trip grocery champ, snooze button resistor, master sock matcher. We know the daily grind can be tough, but amidst the hustle, we see you conquer it all. And at Scooters Coffee, we believe it's the little wins that deserve some big moments of joy. So go on, embrace that tiny triumph. You master parallel parker you. Take that victory lap and savor the sweet taste of success. Scooters Coffee, you didn't just order it, you earned it.
We still have an injury timeout on the field as, again, one of the players from Millbrook Wildcat player number 16, Malcolm McIntyre, being checked out by the trainers and the Atrium Health medical staff here at UNC. We will, again, they're assessing to that on the field. We will step away and continue our commercials. Coverage of the 8A State Championship continues in a moment on the Community Radio Network.
I'm your GPS. Turn right up ahead. You never update me, so now I just have to wing it. I meant turn left up ahead. Recalculating. Turn right now! And your 15-minute insurance might not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Recalculating.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
Check the back seat. Check the back seat.
All right, come here.
Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. But with changes in routines, distractions, or a sleeping child, it can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. So get it in your head.
Check the back seat.
A message from NHTSAA and the Ad Council.
Well, obviously dead silence here at Chris Smith Field at Keenan Stadium as one of the Millbrook players, number 16, Malcolm McIntyre, the senior defensive back at 6'2", 180 pounds, went for a defensive stop on the offensive push that makes it, well, it'll be probably first and goal or at least close to it for Huff. And in doing so, player went down. Braxton, without giving all of the details, let's get an all-state sideline report for you. You are covering. I'm sorry, it's Kim. Kim,
I do have an injury update for you.
Can you go ahead and give us some stuff? Go ahead, my friend. Yeah.
This wasn't related to this specific play, but I do have one from the opening play of the game with linebacker Charles Puckett.
Yep.
He is out for the game with a suspected concussion. So
Yes.
first play of the game.
You guys called it.
He is out for the rest of the evening.
There you go. What a tough break there for, again, Charles Puckett right out of the gate, number 13, the linebacker sophomore.
Back in the day, they'd have snapped some smelling salts and straight.
Billy Bob's holding up. A man's holding up 3 fingers. You know. Yeah. True.
Tapping 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. No. In all seriousness, though, we want to make sure everybody's okay. So Puckett's out with a concussion protocol, and Kim Winslow, can you give us an update on the sideline for Millbrook? Anything more you can add to what we have going on, obviously, for number 16 of Malcolm McIntyre, and obviously he's in our thoughts and prayers right now.
Yeah, no, because the injured player's on the complete opposite side of the field, so I can't see, but it did look like
they are bringing a card
some
out.
family members, maybe his parents, came down.
Yeah, we have to paint a picture in radio, but we don't want to be too descriptive, and they are bringing the card out like Kim said.
Let's hope that it's precautionary. You know, they're going to take every precaution. Let's hope for that.
Yep.
The good thing is there are medical facilities close by, across the street, pretty much. But let's hope it's precautionary.
Yeah, right now, again, a injury timeout. You know, Jackie, that's one of the things that we just don't want to see in a game. We want everybody to be hard and have a great game and have a competitive game and play hard, but we don't want anybody to get hurt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you don't want nobody to get hurt, and it's like you said, it's probably precautionary.
Well, the good part about it, guys, is that he's got movement. We've seen
he is moving around.
I was going to say something, but I didn't know if I could say all that. His fingers are moving, his arms are moving. Yeah. It's precautionary. I mean, he's probably going to go and get a head X-ray, make sure he's okay.
Correct.
And that's one of the observations down here. We just watched the 1A state championship. In the 8A.
So he's standing now.
He's standing up now.
He's actually up standing.
He is standing up, and the crowd is in a roaring crescendo. He is standing up.
Yeah, Mama. He's getting a big hug from Mama right now, which is good.
You can
out of
left,
everybody,
Jackie. You can go
anybody in
left now.
this stadium, she's the most happy about that.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's actually refusing to get on that cart. And
He's not getting on the cart. He's walking across the field.
He's like, no, sir. He's like, no, sir, I am not going anywhere. I want to be with my teammates as we continue this game. And now he's mad that he can't play.
Yeah. Who said he can't play?
Well, I would assume.
I guarantee you he's fussing right now.
Well, yeah, that's what he's doing. You see his body moves. He's out there, just saying, doggone it.
Well, I'm sure, Kim, down to you for another All-State sideline report. They're going to check him out and look him over. And if obviously it's for the best that he might not continue to play. But it looks like he's going to walk to the sideline. And he's got number 40 hugging him as well.
I mean, it's fantastic that he is walking off. He is walking off still very gingerly and needs to be guided. I'm not sure he could walk a straight line. At the moment, he took a significant hit. And that's one of the things I was saying, the difference between 1A and 8A. I mean, these kids are big down here.
And they're fast.
Size. That's what I was going to say. They're fast. And if you could, I know you can see how you've mentioned about how hard they're hitting on every tackle.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I can feel it with every tackle. I mean, they are hard hitting down here. These are grown men down here.
You compare the 1A weight room to the Hough.
Yes.
8A what we just saw it, 1A to 8A. Yeah.
It's totally different. And when you look at that again, blessings and prayers for this gentleman over on the sidelines. Right, he's still getting another hug from his mama.
And it looks like the trainers and medical are still going to check him out for sure. They're still going to see what's going on with him.
Oh, absolutely. But the game goes on. It is 1st and 10 Hough from the 11-yard line, moving in against Millbrook's defense.
And here we go now with number 1. That's Ethan Royal, who's done good so far. They're going to keep it. 21 will run it. With the football, that's 21, Jamarian Morrison. Morrison with the carry. He might get about 3 on the pickup there, Mark. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, they run inside zone again. They give the football. He made a nice little cutback off the backer to pick up 3 for 2nd and 7. Millbrook's on the 5-man front now. Oh, nice play there.
Oh, they read it.
Quarterback's got the ball, though.
He's running. He's going to drop it to 1. He's down at the 1. Ethan Royal down at the 1.
They just ran an RPO, a zone read, and the quarterback read it. The defensive end, number 15, Chase Sizer, crashed down.
Yes, he did.
Quarterback pulled it and went down to the 1. So now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal on the Uno.
Yep.
And this is still the opening series for the Hough Huskies, by the way.
Yep.
We go to Royal. Royal keeps it, QB keeper, end zone, touchdown, Huskies here at Carolina. They strike first in the 8A title game.
They walk down the field like it won't nothing.
We went right on down the football field again with a mix of run and pass. Run and pass as you come in. The last 2 plays were zone reads kept by Royal, the quarterback. To keep it as, and the Millbrook defense has to fix that because the ends came crashing on both plays. Quarterback Royal is a good enough athlete to keep it out and get it on the edge, as you see, to get the touchdown there.
As they say, impose their will upon Millbrook.
Touchdown, William Hough, Huskies. With Royal, the QB keeper, add on the extra points. Hough is on the board. Braxton, down for you for an All-State sideline report. That started on the 35-yard line. They methodically worked their way up the field to the end zone, ran time off the clock, and their opening series is a touchdown.
Yeah, no pun intended. They kind of walked him like a dog down the field. They just did about whatever they wanted. Hough establishing the line of scrimmage, and they're out here hitting hard, put a hat on a hat defensively, and then inside they're doing whatever they want. They're kind of having their way with the Wildcats as of right now.
Now, as we talk, guys, it's still the first quarter. It's still a feeling out period. Heck, I've seen teams go down and score their first drive and then not score again.
Yeah.
So it depends on the adjustments that are made.
That's right.
What can Millbrook do to make the adjustments to stop the Hough offense?
Correct.
Now we'll get to see what adjustments the offensive staff for Millbrook made after their first drive and see if they can do something and answer. It's not about scoring. It's about answering and getting a couple first downs and saying, you know what, we can do this. We can move the football. So that's what we're looking for now from Millbrook to respond.
And right now, let's see what the Hough Huskies will do. They'll drive the ball all the way back and around the 5. And here comes the Wildcats. Millbrook's got a lane.
30, 32.
That's Jaden White on the kickoff return.
27-yard return for the young man.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, nice return up the middle, broke out to the right. Now, what he did was his guys blocked the first level very well, and then he ran into the second level at the 30-yard line. So, again, good return from the 5 out to the 30. Out to the 32 actually. So a 27-yard return. So now the Millbrook team will, the Wildcats will go out and got to establish something, get a couple first downs, just to relax them and see what happens.
So Millbrook will start their second series drive with 3:40 left to go. It'll be 1st and 10 at around the 32-yard line. Here we go now. Quarterback number 1 hands it up the middle, fakes.
Good play.
Nice read. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a handoff the middle. Instead, he launched it to the left.
Gain of about 7.
Yeah, it's what we call an RPO, a run-pass option. Quarterback fakes his zone read, doesn't like what he sees. He sees the backer come down, pulls it out, hits a little hitch route, a little stop route, about 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming in.
12 plays, 66 yards, 1 Royal, 1 rushing touchdown, the QB keeper, the scoring drive for the Hough Huskies. And by the way, that was number 1, Bryson Gray, to number 5, Taden Martin. Here we go now. 2nd and 3.
Pulling.
Up the middle.
No gain.
Boy, Hough read it and stopped him. We've got some pushing going on here, but
McCullers
running the
that's
football.
playing football.
That's right.
Yeah.
Brillson McCullers up the middle for 1. And we got another player down. Okay, he's just fixing his cleats.
He's running out of his shoes.
Jackie got me scared there for a minute. I thought
I'm gonna tell you what. What I've seen on these first 2 defensive drives by Hough is discipline, playing gap, not over pursuing, and
speed.
wrapping up.
Wrap it up. Stick your man. Be competitive. And we're watching that here now. Here we go now, but it's 3rd and 2.
Millbrook lines up with 3 on the right. Let's see what happens here. Is it going to be something quick or try to get it by the run?
There goes the handoff.
No.
It's back.
No.
Number 3.
Oh,
man.
He ain't getting that.
4th and a yard.
He's short.
It was there, and then it was gone.
That was, again, the ball carrier.
Hough is extremely talented from his first 2
Great Martin
defensive
and short. Wow.
Number 0 there for Will Berlin.
I think it was McCullers that was short there.
Grabbed him and would not let go. So now he's 4th and a yard.
I think Millbrook's going for it.
Looks like it. This will set the tone right here.
Power formation.
Yeah. Do you give Hough the football back? Okay, so Hough didn't like what they saw.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout. Hough.
So the Hough Huskies will take a timeout. So there you go.
Yeah, and that timeout comes because Millbrook came out in a full house backfield.
Yes.
They were under center and had 3 backs behind them. So now all of a sudden a triple option is in play.
We've talked about that some, you and I.
Absolutely. Why does nobody do that anymore? But Millbrook came out in that, and the Huskies were not set with either the right personnel or the defense they like to see in that situation with a full house. So they called a timeout here with 1:38 left to go in the first period.
Second timeout of the game already.
Yeah, already using those timeouts.
First one was because of the hand warmer that was on the field.
That's exactly right. Yep. Hand warmer on the field, second timeout. And Millbrook's trying to think of something here, Mark. 4th and 1. Timeout being called here.
I like the look. I like the look of what they were giving. So again, they set up with the full house backfield to potentially throw triple option, which is you fake the dive with the fullback or you give it. If you don't like it, you pull it out, you take it to the edge, and now you run an option off that defensive end. So let's see if they come out in the same formation. Looks like they're going to. Yeah. So we're going to get a different look right here. So I expect Hough to come down with a 5-man front at a minimum.
1, 2, 3, 4 with 1 on the top.
1 on the top. There's 5. Yep. So okay. They could run power off the left. He'll get the first down barely.
Yep. Sure. Yeah. Wow.
That wasn't a bad looking play.
I like the play. One guy was out there. If we get that block, if you watch the replay,
you keep your drive alive.
Yep, you get
keep
that
your drive alive.
Well, he's going to have to. He's going if Hough is going to move the ball down the field the way they did the first time they had it offensively, he's going to have to control the ball and control the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what. On that last play, number 44, Jacob Bowen, the sophomore, 6'3", 228, laid a lick on the Hough linebacker and knocked him backwards 2 yards.
They're calling for a timeout for equipment, and I think it's on Millbrook.
Well, that'll be, it won't cost them a timeout, but that's just an equipment timeout. So.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody walks off the field like they go.
That's crazy. The officials will call them right back on, which they did right there and say, nope, come on, everybody get back over here. Now they start the clock.
And we're under 80 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. It's right now Hough 7-0. This is the second series drive for Millbrook. They were on a 4th and 1. as they're hitting the midfield, and they got a first down. New set of downs. Let's see what Gray will do. Whoa! Flag on the play.
That might be interference.
I think interference on Brilsey McCullers.
That was close.
We'll see.
I think number 5 is going to get called for PI of Ryan Peterson.
He looked to have hit him before the ball got there.
Oh yeah. He got there early.
Yeah, got there early.
He times that a little bit more.
What a great closing speed again.
Yes.
You know. Now
here we go. Here's the verdict.
Holding. Defense. Number 5. It's a 10-yard penalty.
So it is not pass interference. It is holding.
I'm shocked by
on
that.
number 5 of the defense of Ryan Peterson.
He stuck his shoulder in his belly and drove him to the ground for the football ever got there.
I know.
Hey.
What are you thinking? I was thinking PI too, Robbie. Right?
I thought we had a DPI call, but we're gonna get. Hey, either way, it's a Millbrook first down,
and they're on the Huff side of the 50.
And that's what we talked about needed to happen. And the answer to Huff, let's see, can we get a few first downs? Maybe we score, maybe they don't. But at least they're moving the football. They're saying, hey, we can do this again.
He's starting to try to spread them out now.
Yep, exactly.
Wow, he certainly is.
Eye candy with motion, got trips at the bottom, zone read inside. He got stuffed by a
He ain't going nowhere. Dropped at midfield.
Loss of at least 3.
That 51 Sincere Brewster, big defensive lineman, evidently came off his block there by either the center or the guard. Let's see where he comes from.
Yeah, that was 54. Chris Hilliard and number 0, Will Berman there.
They were
the
pulling.
stops. Look at this, man. Phenomenal. 51 as well.
It was an absolute great
Sincere
play by
Brewster.
Huff. You're taught as a defensive lineman, if your guy pulls away from you, you follow him. And he followed him right to the football and made the tackle. Great play, Sincere Brewster.
William Huff, Huskies right now
pitch a
leading,
flat
and there's going to be a flat route throw, catch made.
No count.
It is
good.
incomplete. He called it out of bounds.
Yeah,
number 7, McCallicky Gilchrist. It's incomplete.
3rd and 13. I like the play call.
3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, 3rd and 13, 3rd and long. I like the play call. Get the quarterback out of the pocket because they just blitzed you and they just made a stop in the middle of the play. So get your quarterback, get him off his spot a little bit, roll out and try and hit something in the intermediate route, 8-9 yards. Who set up 3rd and short. Unfortunately, it's incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 13.
All right, we'll try this again.
We're going to get another timeout. Wildcats going to take this.
Timeout.
So
Millbrook. First charge timeout.
Timeout. Other Wildcats will step away and take one with them. This is the 8A State Championship on the Community Radio Network.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork, determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach. In a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans. What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
Timeout expires.
High school.
28 seconds left in the first quarter. 8A State Championship, and it looks like Bryson Gray trying to read a play and he can't get it. What are y'all doing? Is it?
Never mind.
Gray, Bryson Gray throws.
Break outside. Break
Catch
he ain't
made
gonna get away from that.
Malachi Thomas.
You say what you want to. He got back to the original line of scrimmage.
3 on
and that
1.
was it, ladies and gentlemen.
3 on 1. Huff
number
just
10, Zane
brought
Murphy.
the lumber.
I mean, closing speed by 3 guys. He was wide open. There wasn't anybody within 5 yards there when he caught the football.
What?
You see here, there's nobody there. And then, like, click, click, click. Here comes 3 guys. Number 4, number 10.
Unbelievable.
Number 4,
Fourth and nine.
LJ Porter.
Yeah.
So, closing speed, 4, like I said, was tremendous. Now it's 4th and 9. I like this decision. Millbrook's going to punt the football, try to pin Huff deep, and again, make them go the distance of the field. But that's a win for Millbrook, quite honestly. They picked up 40 yards or so offensively. They moved, got a couple of first downs, showed they can move the football.
Right.
The problem then happens,
That
they
will
got
be
behind the chains.
the end of the first quarter.
Good. So first quarter's over here. So they got behind the chains, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and 12. When they stayed ahead of the chains with a couple zone reads and some off tackle plays, they had, they pick up 4 yards, 5 yards, and were ahead of the chains. As soon as they got behind the chains, they struggled.
Millbrook had 1 first down in the first
So Huff had a chance to pursue to the football when they got behind the chains, and they could set everybody back at the 8-10 yard mark and then bring them up and keep everything in front of them.
4th and 9 is a lot different than a 4th and 1. You're probably going to punt the football here, no doubt.
Yeah, again, because Huff's already shown they can move the football on you. They've already shown they can go 66 yards and score within about 5 or 6 minutes. So you want to try to punt this ball, get it down inside the 10.
Let's check in our sidelines. What you got, guys? Kim, Braxton, somebody. I thought I heard you queue up.
No, but I will queue up.
Go ahead. Okay.
No, it's probably a disappointment on this sideline. Thinking you get it in good field position, you get the 4th down conversion and can't get anything after that. I will say,
Okay, Kim?
Oh, sorry. With Malcolm McIntyre, the injured player earlier, the good news is he is up walking around. He's extremely frustrated on this sideline because he wants to go back into that game. He's a senior. This is his last game. He wants to be in that game, but obviously he cannot go back in. It's just good that he is up, moving around, and a little animated on the sideline. So that's a good sign.
So 2 players out of the game, both for Millbrook and Huff. One was obviously on the start of the game, Charles Puckett for Huff, number 13, and then number 16 of Malcolm McIntyre, his senior year defensive back. Millbrook, he's out. And we'll get ready to start the second quarter. Jackie, what are you watching here right now? Huff is leading 7-0. Robbie said Millbrook's running the football. They're just not getting the big plays, if you will, but still a lot of football left to go.
Yeah, Middleburg's running it. Like you said, you got to make it to the end zone. I'm not comfortable yet to say whoever. I'm not.
You're not going to say score the touchdown.
Not going to say anything yet.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that yet.
She got those Christmas cookies over there. That's all I'm
going
to say.
That's right.
Sure do love those.
TV timeout's about to be over, but like I said, this is even though they got to punt the football here again. That's a win for Millbrook.
That's right.
They moved the ball a little bit, picked up 20, 30 yards, whatever. Showed they can do it. Now, if they can execute this punt and get the ball down inside the 10 or whatever it is, and let the defense see what adjustments the defensive staff made to tackle the Huff's offense.
It'll now be a 4th and 9. Before the end of the first quarter, we were seeing Millbrook obviously say they're going to punt. They flip-flop them on the field, and they will. They'll punt the football.
Good kick.
Huff will catch around the 12.
Live
ball!
Muff!
Live ball! Huff is going to get under it, Mark, but it looks like it's going to be around the 12.
No, it's a 6. It's
going to be the 6. My apologies.
Yeah. So,
wow, you're exactly right.
Yeah, great kick by the Millbrook. The ball got up in the air, turned over nicely, and I saw
he was out of position.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that, Mark. The number 2, the returner back there, the ball carried for him, and he turned a little bit, and that's where the trouble comes, to where you sit there and you go, oh, where's it going? And then you can't grab it because you're not square to the football.
It's like catching that fly ball in the outfield over here to the side instead of with 2 hands.
Exactly, brother.
But returning a live ball, and obviously they were trying to work their way back up the field. Here we go now with a 1st and 10. Ball on the 6. Here comes Huff.
Oh.
It's going to be a throw up the middle. Catch made. He's running. He's driving.
Woo! Got a first down.
Yeah. What a job by number 8.
I'm going to tell you.
Move the chains.
Huff's just making it look easy.
Tyron Evans, the wide receiver, senior, found an open lane. I thought they were going to bring down the quarterback, and they didn't.
Another RPO for Huff. Fake the run, get some eye candy, and then hit the receiver in the zone. Nice defense there, but hit the receiver on a little corner route or a little post route. He picks up 22 on the play.
Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
And there goes Dupree again on the field. Do you see it again?
Another hand warmer.
Are you watching this? Yeah, this time they got it. And they got 30 seconds to boot as well. It is a cold night, by the way. December football. You
I don't
expect it
see
to be
no
that
pressure.
way. 32 degrees outside right now.
I don't see no pressure on the Huff quarterback.
Hey!
Oh, Domino's is in the house.
We'll halftime. We'll eat it at halftime with
Halftime,
Mark's talking. With Mark's talking at halftime. There you go.
Shit, it'll be cold by then.
So Huff is out here in twins on both sides. Gonna run a little nice
wow.
play.
Whoa.
He got clothesline.
Man, that was a clothesline if I ain't never seen one on
number 22.
Wow.
Rashad Streets right then from his defensive end spot. The quarterback faked the pitch and tried to cut back underneath, and Royal 22 just grabbed him and said, "You're going
I can't
nowhere."
believe that, man. Rashad Streets, I mean, he just said, "Come here, man."
So now you got third and about 8.
Wrapped him up.
Short 8. Look at the crowd. I mean, that's a great crowd over there,
What a
guys.
crowd
I like
for
it.
Millbrook.
Millbrook's making some noise.
Yeah, I like
Jackie,
it.
after the next play, zoom in and show the crowd at Millbrook on the away side where Kim is.
Uh-oh.
Bad. Get on the ball. Not on the ball.
Woo, he tried to just
Ethan Royal covers it
He
up.
was going to try to make something out of nothing.
Tighter than a lid on a pickle jar. Millbrook couldn't get there in time.
Oh, no, he didn't. Lid on the pickle jar, he said.
Well, so Jackie always says pickle
That's
juice.
just a bad
Look at this.
snap.
That's just a
20
bad
yards.
snap.
Ain't even close
He didn't
to
even
the-
get into Royal's hands, Robbie.
20-yard loss on the bad snap, and then Huff is lucky that Royal got on the football because he tried to play with it and pick it up a little bit.
That's
so
twice.
now they're going to punt from their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, there you go. Look at this. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Thank you. All right.
Expect Millbrook to get great field position out of this. See what we can get here. Here's the punt.
And they punt it.
And
They're
it's
going to have
almost a
great
shank.
field
It's almost
position.
a shank.
That's a shank.
Yeah, shank punt.
Get away
there.
from it. Right at the 49-yard line.
He got a decent roll, but
yeah.
Wow. So Millbrook's going to have fantabulous field position coming up here in just a moment.
They're on the Huff 46-yard line going in. But think about it. We talked about it at the start. Huff went right down the field, not a couple of mistakes. But Millbrook made a couple adjustments. Offensively, they moved the football a little bit, got a couple first downs. Defensively, they had him in 3rd and long.
Yes.
And then you got the bad snap. So they made nice adjustments after the first play. Don't get me wrong. The slant route on the first play picked up 22.
Right.
But then it was hold them, and then it was the bad snap, which was awesome. First quarter stats here, Robbie.
First quarter stats are in. Obviously, what you got for us, Robbie?
Yeah, you look at the way you go. It's clearly been a Huff dominance. You know, when you look at the rushing for Millbrook, it's 5 yards. You know, but then Huff has got 41. So, you know, but that was on that first drive. A little bit of dominance as you go, but it's not out of control yet. You know, you look at it and you're like, you know, here we go. It's not too bad. We make the adjustments. We get settled into our shoes a little bit, and we talked about it in both games. Coming out in the first quarter, it's kind of iffy as to what you're going to get. But like I said, I think that Millbrook now, with this stop right here, we just got a 20-yard loss in rushing. So all of a sudden, your rushing now is back down to 30 yards or 20 yards. So it's evening up a little bit. So I still think we're going to have a really, really, really good football game because, again, at the adjustment level, the level of the coaching that you have at 8A here with this group of guys is so fantabulous, as you like to say a minute ago.
Fantabulous, yes, sir.
Yeah,
fantabulous.
So, I'm using the same
That's
word.
those Wesleyisms I tell you about all the time, right?
I agree with you. I agree with you, Robbie. But the number that jumps off to me is 10 plays for 13 yards in the first quarter.
That's right. Yeah, I was about to say that. I was just about to say that. Total offense, 10 plays, 13 yards. One is 12 yards for 66.
Yep.
12 for 66.
But now Millbrook's got the football on the Huff side of the football field.
Turn it up.
Again, ahead of the chains right out of the gate.
They'll go to the 40.
Millbrook that time brought jet motion across, a little bit of what we call eye candy, to just move that linebacker a little bit then hand it off on the back right behind him on the inside zone behind him. So they picked up 6 yards. One of their best offensive gains on a rushing play on the night so far. It'll be 2nd down and 4, moving after the inside zone read with the eye candy.
By the way, Huff has made the playoffs for 13 consecutive years, but never made the state championship till tonight, 2 times in the regionals. And they defeated West Charlotte last week in a shutout, 24-0 to make this game.
Yep, straight power football there. They tried to go off right tackle, picked up 3. So now it's 3rd and 1, so it's 3rd and short, and it's manageable. They're staying ahead of the chains, as we talked about. If you can get 4 yards a down, you get a first down every 3rd play. So they did it. First
manage
down,
the clock,
second down.
manage the field.
Yep, absolutely. Keep
Millbrook.
football
By the
field.
way, the Millbrook Wildcats has made the playoffs for 6 consecutive years. Reached the regional final once before in 2022. Regional Eastern Final champion last week over Hoggard 2 weeks ago, 14-7. Up the middle to the right hash mark. It's going to be very close to a first down. They're going to move the chains. First down for Millbrook.
It's clearly evident that on short yardage situations, Millbrook loves to go to the full house backfield and play power football. 2 guys leading the backside back into the hole, and they just did it again. They needed 1. They got 2. It's 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. Again, Millbrook is starting to gain some momentum as we go through with offense on the football field.
I guarantee you, Hunter Jinks doesn't care how he scores, as long as he winds up with 1 more point than another team.
7.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Or the second quarter. It's 1st and 10 for Millbrook. They're moving the chains. And they do get now back into Huskies territory. But the Huskies defense says you're not going nowhere,
1, 2,
number 3. And then they were shoving a little bit after the play blown dead.
Yeah, a little bit of jawing going on. Number 3 to run it back for Millbrook.
Yeah, that's Brilson McCullers.
Yep. And then you got number 5, Ryan Peterson from.
Yeah, they're trying to push it back. They're trying to break it up a little bit here.
It's emotional. It's
That's
emotional.
all right.
Now,
Nothing wrong with that.
Now, from my standpoint, again, that was zone read inside, straight zone read. No eye candy, no nothing. It was just straight football. Let's go. I don't think that you can play Huff that way. I think you've got to get them on their feet a little bit, on their heels, and throw some eye candy at them. You got some receivers at the bottom of the screen now. I like the tight end to the flat, maybe a hitch route or a slant for this inside guy.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. He's going
Fires
deep on the other side. That's
and
not even
nobody's
close.
home. There's flags. That will be pass interference. There ain't no way that you can call it holding. That is pass interference right there, Robbie.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll see what the call goes. It looks like it's going to be interference.
Defensive pass interference.
Yep, there we go.
Number 9, defense.
There you go. That's number 9 of
First down.
Samari Matthews. And that was a big drive. Mark Coates, PI on Huff, gives Millbrook 15 yards up the field.
Well, now they got to go down here and they've got to execute and they need to get in the end zone.
So you're literally going to be in the W Energy red zone right now, right? You're going to be around the 20?
You're going to 22-yard line.
22-yard line, 1st and 10.
2 yards shy of it.
But what happened just then is that the quarterback, Bryson Gray, had time.
Yes.
He had time. He got rid of the football. Wasn't the best throw, but still a good toss. But he had time. That's the thing.
He knew where he was going. He didn't even think about looking nowhere.
Correct.
Pass interference.
Single
puts him
high
on the
coverage.
22 for the Wildcats, and
Here's
here it
the eye
goes.
candy. Nope.
The handoff. That was great to McCullers.
That's 51 again. That's Sincere Brewster. All right. I mean, again, is he just beating the tackle coming off? Because if they pulled right then, he just made a great play. If they didn't pull, he just knocked the guy out of the way.
Yeah, short.
No gain on the play. Let's see what we got on the replay.
Yeah, they made a stop there. There was Sincere Brewster. I mean, he pretty much read him and got McCullers before he could even get momentum to get those feet going, if you will. Right,
yeah,
Robbie?
Right there on that last one, that the guard missed the play. The tackle stepped down. The guard's got to step down with him, but the guard stepped up, and Sincere came right up in behind him for the stop in the backfield. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. As a timeout's taken by Bryson Gray.
Play clock.
Timeout.
1 second.
Millbrook. Second charge timeout.
He had to. The play clock was at 0. We'll step away and take one with him. We're at the top of the hour. We'll pause for station identification. This is the 8A State Championship of the Community Radio Network.
This is the Community Radio Network. WCRN. 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
It's 4 a.m. and you're sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. If you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Second and 10 after the timeout. TV timeout as well. Timeout taken by Millbrook, by the way. 5:43 left to go in the first half, and here comes McCullers. He's moving into the W Energy red zone. The drive by Millbrook to the 17.
Gain of 5, 3rd and 5.
It picks up 5. Nice trap right there. They actually trapped 51 that time. So they brought the guard across, let him go, and then bust him up, thinking he's free, and he comes up the field too far. They cut up underneath and pick up 5 yards. Nice play.
I feel like Robbie and Mark and myself just were in a pizza eating competition. I'm normally one guy not to eat while I'm on the air calling play-by-play, but I just scarfed down a pizza during the radio timeout because we haven't ate anything.
Man, I really like a combo route here with the inside slot guy, number 7. Little post corner action.
Thank you to Dom. My nose. All right, here we go.
There's,
Throw. It's incomplete.
He tried to run for it. Go.
Come on. He threw it right to the guy I just said. He just ran a stop route.
It really was.
Boom. Perfect.
It was intended for Malachi Gilchrist, number 7. It was a nice throw by Gray.
Hit him with the shoulder pad.
Just got him on the pads there, Mark. It's incomplete. And now you got 4th and 5. What do? Do you go for a field goal? Do you go for it?
I think you run your outside receiver.
They're going to go for it. Survey says Millbrook's going to go at it on a 4th and 5. This is their second time going at it on 4th down. Last time was 4th and 1.
Yeah, the two schools of thought here. Quite honestly, for me, you've had a nice
try to make Huff jump, right?
Yeah.
Try to get a first down.
Well, they're going to run an RPO. Here comes an RPO.
Here comes a throw. No, it's not.
There you go.
It's on the ground.
Ball's incomplete.
Incomplete for number 3, McCullers. And the Wildcats of Millbrook is going to turn over the football in their second series.
Yep. Got pressure on the quarterback.
Wow.
Off the top edge.
Throw it behind him.
Yeah, quarterback had to start running it. And then he had to just try to dump it out the left side. He had a tight end cross across the middle, but didn't have a chance to find him. Yeah, because he had pressure from the defensive end on the outside of the play. So if he'd had just a few more seconds, he'd have found that tight end on the far sideline and probably could have got down inside the 5-yard line.
You don't always have to make a sack.
Correct. It's about pressure. That's why they
Unbelievable.
track
Had
it in
to
the
go
NFL.
routes and
QB
just
pressure.
couldn't capitalize on it.
But again,
here we go now.
Another small win from Millbrook.
There's that little
because they had a good series. They just couldn't capitalize,
Absolutely.
right?
That's why I would have said, hey, let's try to kick the field goal. You've moved it twice
Get the
now.
points.
A little bit more on the second drive than you did the first one, or a little more on the third drive than you did on the second one.
Yes.
But take the points.
Get the
points. If you can kick a 36-yard field goal, take the points, get on the scoreboard, and now you've got something else to talk about.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Instead, you go for it on 4th down, and your first play's a slant, they can pick up 8 yards.
But it's only 7-0 right now, Mark.
Correct.
Still plenty of football left to go.
There's the edge.
There's plenty of time left.
Still plenty of football left.
By no means do Robbie and I probably think that this game is over with.
That was 21. Jamarian
It's
Morrison
only
running the
7-0.
football. The sophomore running back, by the way, for Huff.
As they said, Steve Harvey said when he was talking about on one of his family feuds, I'll bet everything I got this ain't going to end 7-0. I promise you. This will not end 7-0.
I miss the Steve Harvey, the Steve Harvey show and his talk show as well. Harvey was good.
I tell you, I was watching another comedian.
They should have put him in late night.
Yeah, Mike Goodwin. What a cool
Not the
comedian.
other clowns they got out there.
Oh, he's such a great dude. We listened to him last night at the table.
Here
Little
we go
eye
now.
candy. I think we got
a whistles, though. We got whistles. Flag is on the play.
Yeah, we got some movement by Huff.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 75.
Yep.
5-yard penalty, first down.
The left guard jumped as Huff brought motion across the formation, and the left guard jumped right before the snap.
That's number 75 of Amir Daniels.
So now it's 1st and 15. And again, now they've got Huff behind the chains a little bit. They've thrown the slant twice now. Let's see if Millbrook adjusts, and they've tightened up their coverage on the slot guy now to try to eliminate that slant.
Yeah, my apologies. It's actually Jarvis Potts, the one they called the penalty on for Huff. It's actually offensive. Here we go now. Play clock down to 5. And under attack
pressure
is Royal. Royal's running. Throws it. Incomplete.
If that ball's up where it could be caught, it's the interception.
Yeah, number 10 there, Jarvis Tripp, was in the defensive backfield, just out of the reach of it. But Royal was getting pressured by 3 Millbrook guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he almost stumbled back at about the 12 again.
Yep.
But Millbrook showed good closing speed there on him.
Yep.
You know, so again, it's now 2nd and 15. They're behind the chains. They took away the slant route like we just talked about. They walked coverage up a little bit, so they couldn't get the quick slant, which they've done nicely. Once for 22 yards and once for 8 or 9 yards. So they took that pattern away from them.
Middle Creek and Watauga tomorrow at 4 here at Chris Smith Field at Keenan Stadium. And the one we're waiting for, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Grimsley and the Clayton Comets on CRN. To the 31 on that run.
Inside rush, jet motion across the formation, inside rush.
That's Morrison.
Picks up 5, brings up third down and 8 now. And again, Millbrook's getting these little wins that are just going to keep stacking up. You talk about stacking wins. Watch for a play to the single. Yeah, watch for a play.
Oh, did he cross?
Nope. Watch for a play to the single receiver at the top of the screen. You got trips down at the bottom. They're changing the play now.
Looks like audible's being called by Ethan Royal. Royal's changing up the play.
Watch a play to the single side.
Play clock's at 3. Royal
the slant
fires,
route.
got a man, and he lost the football. It's incomplete. At the 45, incomplete.
You better be glad he dropped it.
Yeah.
4th down coming up for the Hough Huskies.
Yeah,
nice. That play's there.
That play is there. That was there, wide open coming in. They ran a slant route out of the trips formation.
It hits him in the chest, not the hands.
And I don't know why 11, but before the play, 11, Cairo Williams walked out of coverage a little bit. He was up at about 6 or 7 and walked back to 11. That's the route they went to, was the inside slant. That's a good read by Royal. But the guy dropped the football, so it becomes a win for Millbrook. So now you get another stop. You get a punt here. You're probably going to get decent field position again to the 40 or so. Guy standing back at the 30-yard line. See what we come up with.
Oh, almost got it. It almost got blocked.
He might have got a piece of it.
Did he get a piece of it there? Wow.
Official's not saying he did, but still, it's not a. Their coach is asking for roughing of the punter, but they're going to get the football at about the 38-yard line. So it goes out of bounds at about the 35. So now again, Millbrook gets to have the football going down the field position.
I think he just watch the replay here. I think he did.
I think he got it. Yeah.
Is that number 13? I think it is.
No.
Number 8.
Number 8. No, number 33, guys.
33. Okay.
Yeah, number 33 was the one that just got a hand on it, and that is Marquez Wilbert.
Marquez Wilbert. Yep. Wilbert makes a good play. I was looking at the official to get me get the tip sign.
He didn't,
and he never gave it to me. So that's why I didn't know if it got there. But still, Millbrook balls at the 35, stack little wins on top of each other, get you 3 or 4 first downs, and if you get the ball down to the 20 to 50 again, kick the field goal, get some points before you go into halftime. 2 minutes left. See what happens.
Pushing, driving, and a gain of a couple.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Does it appear to be kind of vanilla play calling?
I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do all year. I don't know if this is their stuff. I think they've got some things that they can do. You can win a football game with 4 or 5 plays, but you got to have eye candy. You got to have motion.
I don't see that right now.
Millbrook right now has twins on both top and the bottom. It was 2 receivers top, 2 receivers at the bottom. And I look for a rollout pass here, slant combo route. There's the combo route. Get the ball away.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, combo route. The quarterback stayed for a while, but neither receiver was open. And the route combo that I saw there was a stop to the outside and then a little bit of a corner route, but it wasn't deep enough to give them a separation. Right. So there was no separation right there at all, so the quarterback had nothing to do but throw it away.
The deep receiver looked like he just ran straight into the coverage.
You're exactly right, and stood there. It just stood there with him. Now I'd like to see, again, you got to cross your receivers. You can't run them straight. Cross them up, make guys run into each other. At 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd and 7.
With 1:34 left to go.
Millbrook's trying to
51's
get
coming
back
off
in
the edge
this
at the
thing
bottom.
here, man. You got 90 seconds. You got to get on the board here. Coming up, Mark Arson at the half to give his take of the first 24 minutes. Open man. Catch made at midfield.
First down. 48, 49. Yep, 48.
First down.
That was number 7. Malachi Gilchrist catching the football, the senior wide receiver.
Millbrook's only got one timeout with 1:25 left. We talked about a combo route. They just did it. They ran a deep go and a crossing route, or a deep dig, as we say, in the middle of the field, and it's complete for 20 yards. First down.
Unbelievable. 7-0 right now.
Will route.
Will route got him. Gilchrist caught. 40. And then here comes the Huskies defense. And all of a sudden it's 4-on-1.
Yeah, they're going to call. Millbrook should call the last time out, and they just did.
Stopping the clock here.
I think Millbrook just called his last time out.
Mark, but I'm telling you though, man, we're seeing this out of that defense. I mean, as soon as, if you're Millbrook, you got what, 2 seconds, 3 seconds maybe? Huff is there and they make a stop. And it's holding on Millbrook.
Where was the flag at?
We had. I see it back there. At
Where's the flag?
At the 40-yard or 45-yard line.
There it is.
The 45-yard line.
Unbelievable.
Great play.
Correction. Should be second down.
Second down.
Second down. Thank you, Mr. Referee.
Yep.
Second down.
Second and 12.
Holding on Millbrook. But no, Mark, back to my point, though. You said it. You got what? 2 seconds? 3 seconds to make a play if you're Millbrook?
You do.
And then the defense of Huff is there.
1001, 1002, 1003.
But I give you 3 seconds.
Yeah, and they say that a normal play, if you ask Coach Fowler, he'll say a normal play is 4.5 seconds.
Right.
You know, and so if you can get that kind of time, great. That time, the quarterback had plenty of time, maybe because of the holding, I don't know. But, and he found his receiver in the middle of the field. They had 2 routes coming across the field from the left side to the right as the quarterback just rolled a couple steps to his right and hit the underneath guy at level 2 of the football field for a 12-yard gain.
Coming up, Mark Arson at halftime, Clayton Peanut Company at the half. Remember, use the hashtag CRN State, and you get 25% off of your order for the holiday season. Not 10%, 25%. And we love the chocolate
covered peanuts. That's what I'm saying.
Peanuts and the boiled peanuts.
I'm going there tomorrow before we come out here if I got to.
Oh, we got some the other week.
You got to bring us some for sure.
Yeah.
Now there is a timeout. Let's see what we get. Oh, no, they're bringing them on the field.
How Gary figured out 4.5 seconds is the average play.
I have no idea.
It may have been for anybody else's football team, but it won't for the Cardinals. It don't take 4.5 seconds to hand the football off.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's call it, run it, fall, get up. All right,
man,
second and
we've
12
seen some great football tonight, guys. I mean, today and tonight, what's going to be what we see tomorrow? Throw anybody home? No, it's overshot. No flags, by the way.
Great
they wanted it. Huff wanted it, but they're not. Millbrook wanted it, but they're not going to get it.
Number 10, great coverage there by Zane Murphy on the go route. The go route pass was intended for number 2?
2.
Is that number 2 there?
Quentin Cipher? That's a
linebacker. That can't
be
number
5.
It can't be 2.
Yeah, that's number 5, guys, of Taden Martin.
Yeah, Taden was running the go route on the bottom of the screen. Just let him a little too far, but great coverage by the defense. They're playing man coverage. He's up tight, trying to negate the release off the line of scrimmage right here. So look to the inside receivers on either side, not the outside guys.
Here we go now with a 3rd and 12. Coming up, Clayton Peanut Company at the half, and our All-State sideline reporters were talking to the coaches. Man, it was a route to the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, pass was intended. I think there's a little confusion because the deep guy, again, I think that's number 5 again, Taden Martin, ran a deep stop, and the quarterback threw the ball long. He was a slot guy on the top of the screen on the far side of the field to where the outside guy ran a quick out. The middle guy ran a deep stop, and I think the quarterback, Gray, expected him to go long. So
some of these routes I just don't get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's too many straight routes in it. You've got to do some different things, different motions. You've got to run off of them. You've got to run slants off goes.
Somebody underneath.
Exactly. Double outs, crossing patterns. Now Millbrook's going to punt the football back to Huff with 49 seconds left.
Punt. They will. Huff will get it. And it'll be picked up at around the 23-yard line.
42 seconds remaining.
Man.
Yeah. So what happens here is going to be all dependent because Huff has one timeout. What happens on this drive with 42 seconds is going to be dependent on this first play. If Huff completes something 15, 20 yards down the field, I expect them to go quick. Kim, to try to go get something.
Kim, down to you for an All-State sideline report. What is the demeanor like for Millbrook right now? I mean, obviously, it's only a 1-score lead, right, for Huff. I mean, they're getting the ball up the field. They're making plays. They're just not getting into the red zone to score.
Yeah, and that just creates a little bit of frustration on the side. They just feel like they can't get it going and get things staying. They wanted it's on the board on that drive.
There we go. Let's see now what happens with a 1st and 10 for Huff. They're leading 7-0 with under 42 seconds left in the first half.
All right, we're playing cover 2. You got.
Here we go to Royal. He's got a man.
Three-man
He'll
deep.
fire it. It's incomplete. 2-man defensive coverage.
He took a shot.
Yeah, the safety came over the top.
And Jackie's off in La La Land right there. She missed it.
No, I didn't.
Huff was actually in a cover 3
I went to
package.
it and went back.
Oh, okay.
They were actually in a cover 3 package where your corners have the left
Could have
third
fooled me.
and the
I
right
couldn't see
third. And the center's got the middle
Was
third
that
of the
number
field.
6 or number 8? It was intended for Evans or either White. So
again, a cover 3 look. You're going to give up,
Oh, boy, Royal.
Okay, RPO should have collapse of defense. Good job there.
That was number 2 that time of
third and about
Hornsby.
Quentin Cipher, yep.
It's
Cipher,
caught,
the
don't run
linebacker, comes out and covers the running back. What happened when they had an RPO? The quarterback had the football running down kind of the line of scrimmage. He had 2 options, the slant or the running back in the flat. And he hit the running back. They picked up about 5 yards.
Yeah, that was the battle of the 2-2. Caden Hornsby was the one that had the football for Huff, and then Quentin Cipher on the top.
Just let it go out. And that's what we were talking about.
This is
That's
it.
fine. Yeah.
This is the half.
Yeah.
They're done.
That's it. Yep, first half's
That's
over.
the end of the first half.
7-0.
Guys, what a great game of football when you look at it. And I got to tell you, I'm just really saying, Millbrook started stacking some wins there in the second quarter, second drive, because they moved the football. It'd be interesting to see, we looked at the first quarter stats, they had 12 yards or whatever it was.
Yes.
10 plays for 13 yards. Interesting to see what the halftime stats are or the second quarter stats are, because I think if you look at that, Millbrook outgained Huff in the second quarter. So we talk about winning a quarter, Mark. You didn't win it on the scoreboard because it was 0-0, but you won it in the yardage game. And they had an opportunity to win it on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they sure did.
Because after the initial touchdown, they have bent but not broken.
Yeah, they have
that initial touchdown is all they've given up.
Yep. Let's see if Braxton Cutchin or Kim Winslow can grab the coaches. Obviously, the coach is Lamar Marshall for the Millbrook Wildcats, and for, of course, the Hough Huskies, of course. That is the head coach right now. Again, leading 7-0. The thoughts of head coach, Deshaun Baker. So, yeah, Deshaun Baker or Marshall, LaShawn Marshall. We'll try to grab them here in a minute. So, it looks like Braxton is standing by. He is right now watching. There's TV going on right now. So the coach. And let's go down to Braxton. He's standing by right now with Deshaun Baker, the head coach of the Huskies, leading right now 7-0 at the half.
Yeah, I'm with Coach here, guys. Coach got off hot on the first drive, scored 7 points, kind of stalled out a little bit then. What can you say about your team on the first drive, and what do you want to see out of them in the second half?
Oh, man, we had that competitive juices flowing, man. Our O-line got to going. We playing powerful football, the things that we like to do. We just got to get back to it. They try to bring some extra guys in the box, and we got to take advantage of that. But, again, I said they're a good team, man. They're 13-0, so they're going to make adjustments. We got to capitalize on the plays that we got to capitalize on.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck.
All right, there you go. Braxton, you're taking the first half of this game. I think we heard what the coach just said. They're a good team. Millbrook just isn't scoring, but they're hanging with them offensive and defensively, and Huff is doing the latter. And one thing more than Millbrook has is a score for Huff in the end zone.
Yeah, you're 100% right. It's execution at the end of the day. That's what it's always going to come down to. That's always going to be my bread and butter is execution. But he's right. Millbrook's a good team, and they've got a lot of athletes, and they just kind of getting stalled out a little bit, kind of getting in their own way with the bad snap and getting behind the sticks. So they can clean up a couple things. I think Huff will be able to, make some corrections and have a stronger second half.
Thank you very much, Braxton. Kim, have you got an update from Coach Marshall?
The Millbrook coach is winning tunnel immediately.
Okay, thank you, Kim. Yes.
Yeah, and they went
Maybe
in.
she can grab it before the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, and they went in for good reason because I think they're going in there like I'm saying, guys, look,
Lamar Marshall.
That first drive, they beat us up a little bit. But every drive after that, we held them. And then we stacked up our little wins. I'll say that for the third time. Start putting little things on top of it, and all of a sudden it becomes a big pile. And then you're going to get an opportunity to just keep going and going. And I think that's what Millbrook builds off of going into the second half. Because, as they come out, again, had a chance to kick the field goal, I would have taken the points, but that's just me. That's why I'm up here and not coaching anymore. But when you look at it from a standpoint of what adjustments were made, there were great adjustments made on the sidelines. Now we get 12 minutes or 15 minutes in the locker room to make even more adjustments. And coach, the coach for Huff always said the same thing. They're going to make adjustments. We're going to make adjustments.
There you go.
And so we're going to get to the third quarter and see what happens.
They didn't get to be 13-0 each one of them without doing that.
That's exactly right. Clayton Peanut Company at the half. Again, right now it is a score of 7-0. Jackie, you're going to turn it over to Mark in a moment. We'll get his thoughts on Mark Arson. First half stats coming up here. But Jackie, what do you think of the game right now? Obviously, again, it's low scoring.
53-96.
I mean, Millbrook, they're getting the ball up the field. They're making plays, but it just seems like as soon as they get any momentum, Huff finds a way to stop them dead in their tracks here.
Whoop, she's off.
If you're Middlebrook, you just got to get down there and score at the end of the day. Your offense has to step up.
53 total yards.
Step up. There you go.
Yeah, we
53 total yards.
Mark Arson's coming up in a moment.
96 total yards for Huff.
Yeah, so
wow.
53 and 96. So just a defensive struggle. Like I said, the adjustments made on the sideline have been great for both squads so far.
I mean, right now, 5 first downs for Huff, 7 for
time of possession, 12-14 to 11-46.
Yeah, like I said, the
first
second
downs
quarter,
for Huff. Millbrook
won the second quarter, guys. I'm just telling you. So when you look at, they won the second quarter from a yardage standpoint, from a time of possession standpoint.
Just not scoring.
Just didn't score the football. Didn't score. So, but really only one opportunity to score, and they chose to go for it, and that's okay. Like I said, now because you had confidence in what's going on, now you've set yourself up for success in the second half. And when you come out here for the next 24 minutes, because that's the message. You've got 24 minutes, guys. You seniors, it could be the last time you strap them on.
That's right.
Okay, you go to the next level, whatever. But you underclassmen, if you're in there playing for us right now, you're playing for the next 24 minutes and for next season. Okay?
Let's check in with Mark Arson. Mark, what do you think of the first half of Millbrook and Huff right now, only down by 7 at the half?
I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, Wesley. I would like for the score to be 7-3 instead of 7-0.
So you're like me. You think that maybe they should have went for the points. They should have went for the field goal then.
Yes, because I don't know how you do it mentally. If I was on that offense, this is why I don't play football. If I was on that offense, that's as far downfield as they had driven. And after all the first half adversity, to come away with nothing.
Sure.
And then I believe they got another chance at right before the end of the half.
Yes.
They got another chance. I don't know. I was glad to see Millbrook's defense kind of come alive and get some they got some penalties called against Huff, which helps Millbrook's case a lot, but the defense really looked like they started to figure out Huff's offense, and then Huff on defense, of course, was making some mistakes once Millbrook finally started to open it up downfield through the air, which is what I believe Millbrook does the best.
Right.
So I suppose for the game to only be 7-0, Millbrook's got to feel good about that.
Yeah.
But Huff still has the edge in ball control and defense overall.
Really good team.
I think for Millbrook to win this game, Huff is going to have to make some mistakes.
Yeah.
Millbrook is going to have to make some plays, big plays.
They're making plays. They're not capitalizing like we mentioned.
Yeah.
They're not getting the ball into the red zone or much less breaking the goal line. And There's still a lot of football left to play. But
yeah, there is. And I'm so glad, so thankful. Do we have a report on the safety or quarterback?
Yeah, let's check in with Kim. Kim, can you give us an update on number 16, Malcolm McIntyre? Is there anything further you can give us about him? I know you said that he was going to be out of the game for the remainder, but
the update I gave, he was very active on the sidelines, very frustrated, though, that he's going to be out for the rest of the game. Again, he's a senior. He wanted to go back in. You had his mom, some coaches, the players, all telling him, you can't go back in. But he looks to be perfectly fine. Just a little shaken up, I think.
And obviously, Mark, it's a medical decision, right? As soon as McIntyre obviously had what happened to him, Malcolm McIntyre got hit and obviously trying to make a big stop, a defensive play, and
he made
a change. He really did
incredible play. And the thing is too, with your team watching that, and obviously, again, going back to the state of mind of the players. Seeing something like that was scary, for all the time that he was on the field. Fortunately, we saw him moving his extremities. But, that's got to affect both teams, but especially the team whose player is on the sideline, and you never know how they're going to respond. Millbrook could have just gone, well, these guys are too tough. We can't handle it. But they didn't. They rose to the occasion. So, I mean, I'm proud as heck of them. But they're going to have to open up something on offense.
Mark, as an alumni of Millbrook, how about this crowd for the Millbrook Wildcats? I hope we see the same response out of the Clayton Comets tomorrow night when they take on Grimsley. What a great turnout of fans to come out here to Kingman Stadium to cheer on the Wildcats tonight.
Yeah, I'm proud of the Millbrook crowd. Of course, we do have the advantage of just being down the road.
That's right, yeah.
Just down the tobacco road, as they always like to say, on the basketball side in the ACC. But, good turnout for the Millbrook fans. And actually, I mean, from what I could see, I think Hough has a pretty good crowd supporting them from Mecklenburg County and Charlotte area. So
All right, so let's go. Put your coach's hat on, if you will, Mark Arson.
All right.
What is Coach Marshall telling those players in the locker room right now for them to get back in this game, and then obviously Hough as well, with them having a lead 7-0 at the half?
We, as in Millbrook, we are not controlling the line of scrimmage for the most part. It looked much better in the second quarter than the first. Millbrook kind of got their legs underneath them, but Millbrook has got to control the line of scrimmage first, and that's on both sides of the ball. You got to do it on offense, obviously, so you can open up some running lanes, because if it gets into a situation where Millbrook's quarterback just has to stand back and throw it, well, Hough can just plan on that and play some zone, and who knows, make it tough for them. But they've got to be able to run the ball. And then on defense, I felt like Millbrook was getting faked out a bit in the first quarter. I was even getting faked out on some of those plays. My eyes would follow who I thought was the ball carrier, and I would see a Millbrook defender on the guy's back, and it turns out the ball is going the different direction. But it seems like they got that under control, which is great. I don't know. They're going to have to open it up. Receivers, be ready to catch that ball. Gosh, if they could get after the Hough quarterback, but their line just seems to be, I don't know, like the Berlin Wall or something. It's hard to bring that sucker down.
There's about 6 minutes left to go in the Clayton Peanut Company at the half. There's about 3 minutes left after the clock resets. 9 minutes away from the start of the third quarter. And obviously, we are watching Millbrook practice their kickoffs and obviously working on trying to just improve. And Mark Arson, that's something that you can say you got to give them props to. They're out there, they're trying, and try to, you never know. We saw it in the first game where it might come down to a leg and a field goal to win it. Right now, there's still plenty of football left to go, but obviously Hough and Millbrook, they're both hungry, right? It's just a matter of just seeing in the final 24 minutes coming up who's going to be the hungriest to win their first their first ever state championship, because none of these teams have ever gone to state championship tonight until this moment.
Yeah. So you got that state championship on the line, and whoever comes out of this game with the victory is going to take home a 14-0 record. How incredible is that? And especially when you consider the competition that both of these schools had to go up against all season long, from day one, all the way back in, August? Late August, right? And then to be here on a 28-degree night in Chapel Hill, this is something.
It is. It's a cold one. It certainly is. And obviously, we'll do it again tomorrow night. We got Watauga and Middle Creek at 4, Clayton and Grimsley. Mark, I have to say this, and I said it earlier this afternoon. I'd be a little biased if I didn't say that the Community Radio Network is obviously really looking forward to the big game tomorrow night. We're going to cover every game of the state championship, obviously. You've been behind us in the radio booth. You've heard what we've done. But obviously, to be the voice flagship network of the Clayton Comets for the last, 8 years, this is what we've always wanted to do to make it to this level, to this moment. It's going to be pretty special tomorrow night.
Wesley, I'm glad you brought that up. I wanted to give you, when I first showed up in the pregame show, I wanted to give you guys, Community Radio Network, props for your crew. Wesley, I mean, it all starts with you. You've got a team. But my gosh.
Absolutely.
If the people listening could see what these guys do, what Wesley does, and Kim, and I'm not going to know everyone's name, Mark. Just
Mark and Robbie and Jackie and Braxton. It's like lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Yeah, the equipment set up here in the press box at Kenan Stadium. Now, I see this, when I'm with the guys and you, Wesley, and Clayton for the home games. But they've got this incredible setup. We're right up here in the home of ACC country, and nobody else is here. You guys are carrying the night, and it's super impressive.
Except for TV, the only radio network is us. You're exactly right.
But this is what I want to leave you with. Whoever might be listening, if you are a local business that is looking to get your name associated with a great broadcast media team that is putting on a quality product and obviously is associated with Clayton, you need to give Wesley a call, an email, and get on his community radio network. And that's coming from me. I've been in radio. Well, I was in radio for.
You're one of my heroes, man.
A quarter of a century.
Yes, sir. 106.1 RDU, the home of rock and roll.
No, I just think this is fantastic how your crew has come up here and you've set up, you've taken over the house, and outside of the TV broadcast, you guys are doing what you always do, and you're doing it really well. I love it, and thank you for the opportunity to come up here and be a part of this. Even though I graduated a long time ago at Millbrook.
When did you graduate?
I knew you were going to ask me. 41 years ago.
Wow. So that was 1982? 1984. I got you. 1984.
Yeah, 1984.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a good team, I want to say, in 1983.
You did basketball, didn't you? Weren't you a basketball player?
Not for Millbrook. No. I played in a city league.
Okay.
Team, and then I coached a year a little bit later. I did not have either. I was a lousy coach, or the kids just weren't that great. 11 to 14-year-olds, but I had a few good ones. But it was a learning experience. It was a lot of fun. Sports is just great, man.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
It
We
is
love doing
fantastic.
it. We love doing it. Well, Mark, you're more than welcome to hang around for post, or if you want to bail on out of here, man, you can. We're going to see a great game, I think, for the second half. I think the fireworks are just getting started.
Thank you for the invitation, but only because, Christy, who got me up here tonight, she's a teacher for Wake County Schools, so she's got to be at work in the morning. I got to be at work, and So, yeah, we
you
might,
made it up, my friend. I'm glad you enjoyed the pleasure, my friend. Thank you, Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Mark Arson. If you recognize the pipes, 106.1 RDU, one of the original people with the Hair Nation and did a phenomenal job on the radio. Somebody that I've really looked up for a long time. 5 years working with him at Wake County Speedway with NASCAR, by the way, thanks to Wake County Speedway and what he does with Mark Arson and Wake County Speedway as well as a sponsor. We are at halftime. It is 7-0. Speaking of Wake County, we'll thank him now.
Friday night family fun starts here.
Your green flag on America's favorite bull ring.
Wake County Speedway is Raleigh's home for exciting NASCAR short track racing.
Trouble up in turn number 3.
The cars, the crowds, the throaty rumble of engines. All eyes on the green flag. Get the full schedule of races at WCSpeedway.com.
Coming to the checkered flag.
Wake County Speedway, just 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh off US 401.
Dubby Energy provides high-quality energy drinks with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash, later, or even the jitters. Dubby Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best. When you need to have a little energy boost without all the lag or fatigue, let Dubby Energy take care of your body today. Use the promo code CRN for 10% off of your order every time. Dubby Energy. Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural, building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 252-245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs. Vincent's Pub and Eatery on 800 East Main Street has been a go-to destination for the Clayton Comics community and everybody of C-Town. Vincent's Pub and Eatery takes care of all of your food and beverage needs for weekly specials, appetizers, burgers, sandwiches, the entrees, the Vincent special salads. Hey, you like the desserts? I do too. Side desserts, delicious beverages from soda products, sweet tea, and yes, even your adult beverages. Big screen televisions cover all the action with your favorite sporting events. And the home of Comics Football Weekly every Tuesday night for Vincent's Pub and Eatery. 800 East Main Street. Tell them the Community Radio Network sent you. Vincent's Pub and Eatery. Good food, good fun, and go Comets! We are back. What a great interview with Mark Arson and getting his insight of the game. The Millbrook Wildcats alumni. 1984, 41 years ago, he graduated from Millbrook. Can you believe that, guys?
You know what? He's still 2 years younger than I am, okay? So he was talking about being old in pregame, talking about, decades ago. I'm sitting there going, dude, I'm older than you are. So you're quiet.
I mean,
Man, I tell you, getting ready for the third quarter.
Recharge your batteries. Get ready to go again. Oh, there'll be a heater in the booth tomorrow night. Mark,
yes.
What do you think? What do you think the coaches for Hough and Millbrook said to the team right there in the locker room?
Well, I mean, they've each gone in. They've talked about what they need to do. As the gentleman said, there's two good football teams out here. Everybody's going to go in and make adjustments at halftime. Both teams have, other than the first time Hough had the ball, they've not really moved the ball.
Well, you look at total yards, Mark, you're talking about 53 to 96.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's, it's been a defensive battle, and adjustments have been made. Millbrook had one scoring opportunity, didn't take it. Hough had theirs, and they scored. So that's the difference in the football game right now.
And I think the difference is, as the coach said, they had to get back to being physical.
Yes.
That's what they did on the first drive. Yep. They controlled the line of scrimmage. They put a helmet on a helmet, and they marched down the field.
Yep.
After that, they got a little more RPO, maybe a little fancy.
Yeah, but I think that can be attributed to the adjustments Millbrook made.
Well, that's right.
They'll change their defensive front a little bit, change their gap schemes a tad. See what happens. So, didn't
all right.
Did Thayer go to Millbrook? Did those not Thayer? Drake.
Thomas.
Drake Thomas. Did he go to Millbrook?
Was it Millbrook?
Heritage.
Heritage. Heritage is where he went.
Heritage.
Okay, Heritage.
Royal, by the way, now 1st and 10. Hough with the football.
About 9.
Yeah,
it was number 15 making the tackle of Chase Sizer.
He did give him a first down. Okay. All right, so right out of the gate,
Carter got it. Yep.
Yeah, right out of the gate, you see Hough coming out with a quick route, but they had a double set of routes. They had an out and an up. See a post. If you look at the replay, a post from the outside guy and a stop on the inside guy. So you're looking at different combos where the safety's got to make a decision, the backer's got to make a decision. And Millbrook, it looks like now. They're still in cover 3.
You got 3 to the left, one to the right.
2. They're in cover 2 now. So you got 2 corners up. You got your strong safety and your free safety. Now they'll back out.
Look at Royal. Royal's got it.
Behind the line of
drop there. How about that? Number 32 on the defense for Millbrook. That is Carson Adams, the middle linebacker, reading it, Robbie, and making the stop on Royal here for now.
Great play. The
right tackle, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, the right tackle gain of 1. The right tackle stepped down. Okay, and Adams comes over the top from his middle backer spot to what we call scrape. So he scrapes off that guy and gets right to the running lane and meets up with Royal for a short gain, 2nd and 9.
So a pickup of 1. Wow. Royal now.
More of a spread.
Oh, boy. Thought the linebackers were coming, and they are going to show. No, they're not. Goes Royal. Royal throws. Catch at the 40. 45. He'll go down at around the 47. That was Quentin Cipher on the tackle. Number 19 making the catch of Christian Carter.
It looked like number 7, Malachi Gilt. No, looked like Cipher.
Move the chains.
Cipher.
Move the chains. 1st and 10 now.
Yeah, Quentin Cipher.
Hough is running the football. Yep, the Quentin Cipher, the middle linebacker.
So they've run it to the right twice and thrown it to the left twice.
Royal. Ready.
To
Throw
the left again.
To the left. Got 3 defenders he ran right after.
I wonder if they found
that's
something.
Morrison, by the way, having the football.
They're picking on that left side.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if they found, so that's 3 runs or 2 runs to the right and 3 passes to the left. Gain of 5 there. Again, just a quick out. I don't know if they like that position, their matchup with their receiver on that corner on the top of the screen or what. But what I think is going to have to happen here is Millbrook's going to have to come out of cover 3, go to a cover 2 look, and even play a man so that you're tighter on them and eliminate that free release off the line of scrimmage.
Is that the DB that came in to replace number 16?
Might have. They're going to bring Millbrook's going to bring pressure off the
Royal
corner.
Throw catch made incomplete. Nope. Yes, number 24. Kinus Tenen, man. Tenen was just turned, and now we got a little shoving going on there. 15 and Millbrook trying to break it up, trying to get away from.
Just a little bit of loving.
Yeah,
little bit of jawing.
Jameer Anderson there. Yeah.
He didn't hit you. He didn't bump you. He didn't nudge you. He rubbed you.
And rubbing son is football.
Rubbing is football. That's right.
They're getting one of those addresses so they can send Christmas cards.
By the way, that quote was the great Harry Hogg from Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder, baby.
Rubbin' Son is racing, but Rubbin' Son is football as well. And it'll be a 3rd and 6 for Hough.
So Millbrook's in a 3-man front now. So they're playing a 3-4. So they're trying to play a cover 2 or cover 3 look
really
on the outside. And they're bringing pressure. Both backers are coming on this play. We got to stop the play.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Huff. First
Got a
start
timeout by Huff. They'll step away. They'll take a timeout. Braxton, down to you. Cam, down to you guys. I know you got to get back in place and reset to go again here. Obviously, Huff moving the football, Braxton, but they're just right now trying to, I think, to maybe get another quick score here and obviously get back ahead quickly. Only up 7-0 right now as we start 3 minutes in the third quarter.
Yeah, and if they can kind of start how they started the beginning of this
Clock
game,
operator.
they'll be able to.
Please, clock 9-2-8.
They're going to put 2 seconds on the clock. All right, Braxton, back down to you, buddy.
If they can get out to the same start that they had in the first half, I think Coach Baker would be really happy going up 14-9 in the second half.
Yeah, that'd be a big move, and they've done it so far. Again, they've thrown it 4 times now on the left, or tried to throw it 4 times on the left side, and run it twice to the right. So we'll see if they continue that trend. But if you do that, then your Millbrook coaches, they could flip something. But normally, what a defense will do is they could have what's called a field corner, which is where your best corner is on the wide side of the field. He's your best cover guy, and then you have a short corner, which is on the short side of the field. So we'll see what adjustments are made as Hough comes down the field. And Millbrook makes them as the drive is going.
3rd and 6 on the 48 with 9:28 left to go in the third quarter. Kim, down to you. What's your take of, obviously, Millbrook? I mean, their biggest thing right now is just stop Huff, get the ball back, and get in the end zone.
Millbrook wants to come out here and make a stop here on this first drive and then see if they can get something going. They said they need to do a little bit better job on the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. They need to be more physical and start controlling the line of scrimmage.
This is a key down right here. They need to force a punt if they can.
3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6.
Watch the. Okay, so you don't have a wingback. You got trips to the bottom of the screen here. Look for 2 out routes and an in underneath cut route between these guys on here.
And Royal gets it. And there's flags. Laundry's flying.
That's going to be a false start.
Right to the snap. False start. Offense, number 75.
And now you're going to back him up 5 yards. Now you're not looking at 3rd and 6. You're now looking, Robbie, at 3rd and 11 on a penalty by Huff.
Yeah, and it's the same guy who had one in the first half. And I think what's happening is Millbrook's walking pressure up into that B gap, and it's kind of getting him to twitch a little bit.
Yep.
So 75, the big left tackle, is twitching. We'll see what happens here. 3-man front now. Looks like they're going to still bring pressure.
3rd and 11.
They do bring
Royal,
a 4th man.
Got a man. Instead, he goes up the middle. Now he's going to fire. He'll throw the football. It's incomplete. Number 4 on the defense.
He should have run that football.
Yeah, he had enough yard. Well, he may or may not got the first down.
Intended for number 2, Hornsby. Intended for Hornsby, but Bynum made the stop there, Robbie.
Yeah, Royal rolls. He got pressure, so he stepped up and then started to take off. And at the last minute, decided, let me throw it. Where he still had some yardage. He could have picked up 4 or 5 and made his coaches make a decision on 4th down. Do I go for it on 4th and 4, 4th and 5, or what? But now the decision is very simple. You got to punt it back to Millbrook.
Punt the football. Mark, you said that this was going to be an important down right here, and obviously Huff will punt. Whoa! We got flags. Did Millbrook jump?
Yep, Millbrook did. So it'll be 4th. It'll be back to 4th
and 6 again.
Yep.
Of course, they're trying to say it's on Huff.
Encroachment. Defense, number 9. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
There you go. So a 5-yard penalty. You go 3 and 11. Now you go, now 4th and 11. Now 4th and 6.
Yep. But they still got to punt the football now. So the coach wants to flip the field, make Millbrook go the distance. So look for Millbrook to have field position somewhere around the 15 or 20-yard line here when they come back out offensively.
7-0. Touchdown in the first quarter by the opening series drive by the
last punt was tipped.
Huskies.
That's right, by the Huskies.
That's a bad snap.
Bad snap. He blocked it. He blocked it, ladies and gentlemen, and now they're going to play hot potato for the rock at the 45.
And Millbrook will get it on the Huff side of the 50.
Great field position for the Wildcats.
Yeah, you were just talking about it, Mark. They had trouble with the last punt.
And we got a player down.
Yeah, that was a bad snap there.
22 was a little slow getting up, but he's up now.
Yeah, the snap.
Rashad Streets.
bounce the snap, bounce back to the punter. He got it up, but by then it's too late. Here it comes.
It is. Look at it. Look at the block. They blocked it perfectly.
Who was it?
I mean, that was Rashad Street. You're exactly right.
Yep.
And then the game of
hot potato
began for the ball. And Millbrook got it back, and they got great field position.
Similar to the field position Huff had going toward that end zone in the first quarter.
That's exactly right.
Now, you have to take advantage. This is your first drive of the third quarter. You're on the plus side of the football field, and you got 45 yards to pay dirt. Run your offense, do something a little bit different, see what adjustments are made offensively, and let's go score.
A couple of short outs, maybe.
I think they'll run.
Snap.
There you go, right
up
there. Come outside.
And Millbrook trying to get something up the middle, but Huff
about 3
says no.
I would just like to see
7:54 on the stop.
I'd like to see the quarterback, Bryson Gray, after he makes that handoff, act like he's going to go out the back door a little bit. See if anybody goes with him.
That was Jackson Heath, by the way, and Chris Hilliard making the stop on Millbrook.
Yeah, sell it,
Mark.
Sell it.
Sell it.
Because right now, I mean, he's stopping, and when he stops, everybody stops. He's not a respected going out the back door.
They're not going to take him serious.
Yeah, run your bootleg or something off of there. Here come, bad
second and 7 as a boy. He had to get up on that ball. Number 1, Bryson Gray did.
Loss of 8.
Get under it.
That's
Get
bad.
under it.
That's
They'll drop
bad.
the midfield at the 50.
15.
I'm telling you, watch the replay here. Look at Gray.
And
it's just it's a high snap, Robbie, and then he looks like he lost his footing. His footing.
Yeah, again, it wasn't a great snap, but it wasn't terrible. But now you just put yourself behind the chains, and this is,
this is not what you wanted to have happen right here.
30 and 15 on the 45-yard line.
It's a snap that the quarterback need to make a play on.
Got to make a play.
Wow,
if you're an athlete back there, make the play.
By the way,
now you've got kind of a twins formation at the top and the bottom. So there's a combo number 5.
He's got a man. He got his man. Number 1 to 3.
He's there.
But
That's
short.
Loss of 4
Loss
more.
of 4
Great
more.
of the colors.
So instead of going forward, you went backwards.
Wow.
Yep. You're now.
And that's the difference in the football game right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. You're right. And that there.
All the momentum that Millbrook had from that block punt
just went out
the window.
Correct.
And you now got to punt the football back to the Hough Huskies right now.
Correct.
And by the way, we're 7:20 left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that was a not a very good. Heck, I'll just call it what it was. It was a bad, horrible offensive series for the Millbrook Wildcats. It's a bad snap in the series. Your first down, only gained 3. Get this punt off.
Just about got it. Yeah, here we go.
Backwards.
It's going to bounce the other way in favor of
About
Huff.
the 42-yard line.
They netted 12 yards.
Yeah, that was number 15. They got up under it, and actually got a hold of it. Number 15 for Millbrook of Chase Sizer. And just like that, here we go. Huff is back in the offensive drive again here still.
On their own 42-yard line. So now they've got the great field position. Now, you've got to just, buckle up, bow your neck, as we used to say, Mark, bow your neck a little bit, play some defense. You've got them. I won't say you're confusing them, but you're showing them different looks, which is good.
What do they say? Buckle up, Buttercup.
Yeah,
here we go now. 1st and 10 with 7 minutes left in the third, and here comes Royal. Royal's got a man. And a trick play goes nowhere as 21 goes down. That's Jermarian Morrison, the running back sophomore.
Chase Sizer makes a stop from Millbrook. Great play. What they tried to do, they spread everything to the top of the far side of the field or the wide side, and they came back to the short side on a little inside run, and Sizer just held his ground and made a great play for a loss of 2, bringing up 2nd and 12 now.
2nd and 12. Royal. And he doesn't, there's something he don't like here. Play clock's down to 12 seconds.
He's changing the play.
And the audible's going in, yep.
The left tackle is calling for the blitz coming off the outside. And here it comes.
Play clock down to 5 as Royal's got it. He's got a man. He'll fire. It's intercepted. Intercepted Millbrook. Number 2. It's Quentin Cipher, the middle linebacker junior. He read it, and he takes it away from Huff.
He's been their defensive playmaker all season.
Read it perfectly. They tried to run the slant route again. We talked about changing the coverage a little bit. What they did, Millbrook changed the coverage. Yep, here you go. And Cipher stepped right into the throwing lane and picked it off. What a great play.
I mean, he literally, Mark, just found the lane and stole the rock away from Huff there.
That's because of the adjustments at halftime.
So right now, guys, if I'm Millbrook, I'm taking a shot. Sudden change, take a shot, put the pressure on Huff and see what happens.
You're saying fire the football.
One-on-one on the top. Nobody over the middle right now. I'd run.
I like the one-on-one on the top. Get a little sluggo route. Boom, boom. And trying to shove him up. See what happens.
Here we go.
There it is.
Oh, my goodness.
You got to get him the football,
baby. It's incomplete, though. It's incomplete. It was intended
there,
for
wide
number 6.
open.
Intended for Malachi Thomas.
They ran the exact play we just called.
What is it that you did?
They had it perfectly.
Oh, my Lord.
Bryson Gray's got to make that play. There was nobody. There was an empty zone. Empty zone, and there's nobody. If he catches the football,
he's gone. The guy was behind him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he's walking to the house. But that's what we're talking about. You got to take your shot on sudden change.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 is now. Gray will reset.
Gray. Run a football.
He'll run it up.
Can't do it.
Give a handoff.
They're going to lose.
He goes nowhere. Number 3, Wilson McCullers dropped. Third down coming up, and they lost yards.
Huff is tough.
Guys,
wow.
Nice one, Mark.
You like that?
Huff is tough.
Guys, here's what my thought process. If you're going to take a shot on 1st and 10 after sudden change, don't come back with inside run to the short side.
Yeah.
Go ahead and run a pass play, run boot, run rollout or something, but use the wide side of the football field to try to gain yardage.
Yeah,
now
you're not getting anything on the inside run.
You got 3rd and 13 now. Oh, good play there.
If you're listening out there, and here comes now another fire, a throw, catch. It's out of bounds. Incomplete. Man. Bryson Gray fired the football, but it was intended for a man that he wasn't even there to catch it.
Oh, they didn't flag him.
That's what I was looking at.
He took his
helmet off
in the field of play. That should have been a flag.
Yeah, he took his helmet off a little earlier before he got to the sideline.
So again, 3 and out. Millbrook's got to punt the football.
Man, and
here it goes again, twice now,
in the third quarter.
Twice now, something big happens for the Wildcats of Millbrook, and they cannot capitalize on it, Robbie.
And now you got a bad snap.
And he just got slammed to the ground, number 88. Ethan Libreski. Oh, my goodness.
I'm not going to say the wheels have come off.
The lug nuts
are loose, though.
Liberecki just got dropped. I mean, they read him, and it was a high snap. He lost the football. Liberecki goes down.
And right now, don't be surprised if Huff doesn't take the shot. Like I just said a minute ago.
That's what you just said.
Take the shot.
You're rocking them, right? This game is going back and forth.
Millbrook right now, after those two starts inside Huff territory, got nothing. And then you get a bad snap here. Expect Huff to take some type of shot right here.
5:11 left to go in the third quarter, and now Huff with the football in great field position. Here comes Royal. Royal fires.
He's open.
There's the open man. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
I wish one day you would learn how the hell to talk about a coach the game of football.
Number 6.
So to set the stage, Huff took the shot.
Jaden White.
And they missed.
Had a guy run a fly route or a 9 route, as we call it.
It would have been great.
He was wide open. He was 5 yards behind the Millbrook defender, but Royal just overthrew him. But that's what you do with sudden change. Now you look to a short pass or some type of RPO to the wide side of the field and see what happens for that. So you kind of move into that third medium range.
Yeah. Incomplete for White. Let's see what Royal will do. Catch made.
He's got one.
He'll drop around the 37.
Gain of 2, maybe 3.
Yep. So what you had there was you had the wide side of the field, a little spot pass out there, tunnel if you will. Picked up about 3. You got a Millbrook guy down.
Injury timeout.
So pick up 3, and now you got 3rd and 7. But again, I like the play call option there from Huff. You take your shot, you don't get it, but now you still go to an intermediate route onto the wide side of the field where you let your athletes do some work in the space.
I mean, if he breaks one tackle,
Yeah, he breaks
at least
one,
the first down.
Exactly. He picks up a first down. But I like the play call. I like the mix-up in or out right there. They faked running to the short side and then hit the running back out of the backfield on the left-hand side to just see if he can beat that defender one-on-one.
Well, you said it was coming. You said, hey, rock him. Throw the football. Make him think that, you're going to try to do what you're going to do as a running play, and then you just short. I mean, just had a great route. He could have called it and been in the end zone for an easy 6, but incomplete there. As Christian Carter, the man that made the last play, as we have an injury timeout with a Millbrook player down, will step away and take an injury timeout as well.
The North Carolina High School Athletic Association welcomes you to tonight's game. We are excited to celebrate the hashtag NCHSAA Game Locked In, which honors everything that makes high school sports special.
Let's continue to create a positive, welcoming environment for everyone. Cheer loudly, support your team, show respect to officials, opponents, and each other.
Let's make tonight's game one to remember, full of pride, positivity, and what it means to be truly locked in.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Third and 7 for the Hough Huskies. And they're driving on a 3rd and 7 with under 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Expect this to be 2-down territory because they're not going to kick. If they can pick
Cross
up 4
the middle,
5,
and they're going after him. Royal,
get him.
He throws it. It's incomplete.
All right, it's 4th and 7.
It was intended for Christian Carter, but it hit the grass before he got his hand on it.
I got to tell you, it's 4th and 7 from the plus 42-yard line. If I'm Huff, I'm going to go for it potentially, simply because Millbrook has done nothing in the third quarter against my defense.
Carson Adams, by the way, the defender for Millbrook that made that stop there. Watch it.
Are they going to punt it? Yep, looks like they're going to punt it. They're going to punt it, try to pin Millbrook back and go the distance. But, again, the special teams has been a little shaky for Huff tonight. You've had 2 tips, 1 tip and 1 block, okay, on special teams, and you had a shank as well, 3 of your 5 punts.
Whoa.
Lights just went out.
Oh, my goodness. Somebody didn't pay the power bill.
That's because they paid Bill Belichick too much.
Time out on the field.
Too much money, too much NIL money, and Belichick's got too big a paycheck.
We got to paint a picture in radio, and that's the night that the lights went out in Chapel Hill.
It's 10 o'clock. I bet you it's on a timer.
You think it's on a timer?
Oh, it might be.
None of the rest of the lights went out. The billboards a mess.
You think so?
But they all went out. So what's that going to take? 20 minutes?
No, it shouldn't be with today's lighting.
With these LED lights, you'd think they'd put them quickly. You'd think they'd cut on fast. The LED lights, the Musco lights.
They just got to get somebody to them.
Kim, can we find you? You're in the dark somewhere, but I think Millbrook's lighting you up over there.
I'm down here right at on the Millbrook sideline. You know, there was starting to get a little bit of frustration with the offense. You know, they come over to the sidelines and meet, and they're just upset they can't get anything going. Now you've got, let's just say, some parents behind that have their own opinions of what plays should be called and who should get the ball. And,
I hate that.
Yeah, that's so. Kim, in that meeting, who have you got with the team? Is the head coach? Is Coach Jinks over there?
Coach James. The offensive line was primarily sitting there, and that's who they're. And then they were talking to a couple of the wide receivers. You know, because I think some of the receivers are getting a little frustrated as well.
Yeah, well, you saw on that last play or a couple plays ago the deep ball down in the end zone.
Yeah, to number 6.
Yeah, to number 6. He took his helmet off on the field and came off and was frustrated.
Yes.
And so that was starting to. That's a telling moment at that point.
And the official did say something to him.
But
he could have
it's
thrown
supposed to
the
have been a flag.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He was right along the sideline, but he was still a yard or 2 inside.
Exactly. Yeah.
It looked like it was a switch, Mark. Just hit the switch. Cut the power back on. There you go. Lights are back on.
Now it's 4th and 7. Millbrook is back to punt again. I'm sorry, Huff is back to punt.
It is 4th and 7. Yep.
And
Millbrook about blocked it again.
That's going to go that way. Oh, he touched it. He touched it in the field of play, so it's going to come out. Did he not touch it at the 10 or 12?
I thought he did.
Wow.
Let's see.
Did he not touch the football?
Are they going to bring it out to the 20?
Not to the 20. It should come out to about the 12. Yeah, he threw his
back. Yeah,
he got it. He threw his bean bag there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great job by the back judge. Great job by the back judge. Threw his bean bag to the 11-yard line
he sure
where
did.
the ball was first touched. It'll be 1st and 10, Millbrook from the 11.
Good job by the officials there to make that call. And
absolutely.
Because that could have been.
The ball rolled dead at the one.
Here's a look at the video board. You can see it where.
Yeah, to set the stage. If it doesn't touch it at the 11, well, it actually would have gone into the end zone for a touchback to the 20.
That's right.
Yeah, because his momentum took him into the end zone, so he would have been, if he'd have just swatted it rather than recovering it. Okay, but Millbrook has the ball first and 10 from the 11.
When it rains, it pours for Millbrook here, right? They cannot catch a break, and now they're going to have to come out from the 11-yard line with 4 minutes left to go here. 4:14 to be exact in the third quarter.
Wesley, my wife wants to know if you flipped the breaker off.
Yeah, sure did. Yep.
Again, nothing.
Ooh.
Nothing on the running play. Any of there.
I'm going to tell you what.
That was number 66, by the way, for Millbrook.
That's 7 of 10, roughly, plays that have lost yardage from Millbrook in the last 10 plays.
Jaleel Dillard was trying to get something going there. Just they couldn't find the lane. They couldn't find the lane. Millbrook couldn't get up the middle. And a loss of yards again. Behind the 10.
So Huff is playing cover 2 defense, so the corners have the flat responsibility.
Great.
There's your quarterback. Hits
throw.
The zone. Good.
Catch made. He just got rocked. Number 5. Taden Martin.
6.
Wow.
He's hobbling off.
Man, did you see his bell get rung? I mean, look at this hit. Like number 5, as soon as he got the football, they were there. Bam. That is football in December.
Yeah. And it's cold, so that hurts a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
But the good part about it is he held onto the football, picked up 7, so now it's 3rd and 6 now, so it's manageable, But you got to get the quarterback out of the pocket. Either get him out of the pocket or run something, a combo route, outside in, inside out, what we call high-low, any of those rope combinations. You got 3 receivers to the top of the screen on the wide side of the field. There's the rollout.
Gray's going to try to fire. Can he get him?
He was already there.
He's too late.
Out of bounds. Too late. Incomplete. 4th down.
And what you saw there, what we saw there, guys, was I like the rollout play. Had a come out. He should have gone ahead and thrown the ball to his tight end.
That's right.
Instead, he saw the tight end wasn't going to get the first, or wasn't past the first time. He waved him down. No, give him the football. Let him try to get the first down. Don't wave him up and turn him up the field because you're still running that away from him.
Well, it's 4th and 6, and they will have to punt the football again. Yeah, you're exactly right, Mark. You don't want to mess up this time.
Yeah, you got to turn it and go.
Lerecki better not mess up the junior number 88 kicker punter for the Wildcats of Millbrook.
Good snap. Get it off.
This time he got it way high in the air.
As soon as it hits, it's going to go this way.
It's going to drop.
Yep. There you go.
And bounce to around the 45. It's still in. It's still in Wildcats territory for the Hough Huskies, though.
Yeah, they're going to get first and 10 once again inside the Huskies territory. But again, your quarterback, Bryson Gray, has got to make the decision early to get the tight end of football. He was open. There was nobody around him, but the quarterback's got to trust in him to turn the field up after he gives him the football.
Jackie, this game is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but nobody has scored yet.
Nobody scored, but it's been one hell of a defensive game.
I don't know if either team's got 120 yards of offense or even 120 yards
I'm telling you. Come on, 22 and a half minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
Millbrook brings pressure off the outside. Linebackers, that's got to be Cypher right there in the middle again.
No game.
It is Cypher.
Morrison with the football, Cypher with the tackle.
I mean, that middle line, I love what he's doing. He's 6'2", 215. He's a junior, so he's coming back. So he's got a pretty good future from what I've seen here today. He reads well, he flows well, and he plugs the gap like he's supposed to. And he's pretty solid in his tackles.
He does not wait for you to come to him.
Yeah, he's pretty solid in his tackles. So no gain. 2nd and 10 for Huff.
2nd and 10 for the Hough Huskies.
They haven't been 2 backs in a long time. If all, this is going to be a pass play. Look at your left tackle. He's setting already.
Got a man. He fires, throws, and he's wrapping him up. And that's going to be pass interference right there or holding. It's going to be one or the other. There's the flag down.
Almost seems like the receiver created that.
Well, if you turn around and look, his arms are around the defender.
Defense, number 4.
Looks like he just ran into him and gave him a hug.
First down.
Well,
so watch the replay here.
The receiver has his arms around the defender.
But that ain't what they call.
There's the interference right there.
So they did make a good call.
Yeah, it's a good call. Yeah, it's a good call. But what you have there is you have a ball that's underthrown. So that's what they teach you. As a receiver, stop, and the defender will run through you.
Yeah.
Because he's got his back to everything.
So it is pass interference on the Millbrook Wildcats.
So Huff is now giving another look from the wide outs. They're stacked on either side, 2 and 2. Watch for zone read on RPO to the outside here.
You bring him.
There's the inside zone, outside
Royal
RPO.
keeps the football. He got away from a missed tackle. Throw. Catch.
Nice.
It's incomplete.
Guess who broke the pass up?
Number 82.
Number 82 right there.
Brady Gaffin.
Playing from the free safety.
Brady Graffin.
Yeah, what the quarterback tried to do there was he was running because everybody was covered. At the last minute, the guy came uncovered, and he tried to just flip him the football. And 82, the free safety, made a great break on the football, come off of his man, and knock it away. So 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
With 94 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Don't forget Mallard Creek, Watauga tomorrow at 4. Clayton and Grimsley at 8.
Middle Creek, right? Millard Creek.
Millard Creek, yeah. It's cold. Throw. End zone. Incomplete. No flags.
Double coverage there. Good coverage by Millbrook. Again, number 4, Rajon Bynum. And again, 82, your free safety, Brady Greffin, was back there coverage. He threw into double coverage. Looked a little bit, like last week's, throw to the middle, but overthrown. That'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Middle Creek and Watauga for the 6A championship tomorrow at 4 o'clock. 7A championship. Clayton versus Grimsley, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll have them all right here from Keenan Stadium on the Community Radio Network. All right, here we go.
3rd and 10, trip set up to the wide side of the field. Watch if they don't come back to that
Here comes
slant
Royal.
Screen play.
They were showing blitz,
Great
weren't they?
Play.
And he's still on his feet. He got away. Number 11 running with the football, Jason Wilkerson. And they're going to get him at the 2 or 3 yard line.
That's just effort.
That is pure want to right there.
Yes.
Because
Morrison, Jamarian Morrison running the football, number 21.
He was stopped at the point of attack, and he broke the tackle and went 25 yards down to the 5-yard line.
Because he's hit about the time he catches the football.
Yep.
But number 2's on his knees.
Yep. Cypher tried to run through him to get him, but he got no help on the comeback. But look who hustled down and made the play.
I'm telling you.
How about that? That's a hustle play.
Quentin Cypher is the defensive man for Millbrook. I'm telling you, he's running everywhere he can all around the ball, making stops. This time they just come up short. 1st and goal. Royal keeps the football up the middle.
Ain't going nowhere.
Yep. Maybe lost a yard. Yep.
There was Cypher again making a stop.
The kid can play. I like him a lot.
Cypher as well as number 9 of Aiden Wilson. They'll be credited on the tackles there.
I'd take him.
Yeah. Yep. He's going to come back and lead the defense next year. So, loss of a yard there. Now it's 2nd and goal, which is good. Millbrook's got to only give up a field goal here. They've got to give up a field goal, if anything. If they can get a stop and give up nothing, that's even better.
On 15 seconds remaining in the
two
third.
Two tutties going to the 4th.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's giant.
2nd and goal. And Millbrook says no. They say no.
It's still a 2-score game.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Even with the field goal, but I get it. You give yourself a shot.
By the way, that was Jaden Smith, number 81, and Ethan Long, number 87, making the stops there for the end of the third quarter, Robbie.
Yeah, great defensive stop on the first 2 downs. We'll see what happens on 3rd and 4th down. But, guys, what we're talking about again here, if we can give up a field goal, we talked earlier, you don't chase points. Down here, you got to kick your field goal when you had the ball on the 15-yard line. Bless you, there, Jackie. And they didn't do it. So they're kind of chasing points. So now, if they hold Huff to a field goal, it's 10-0, but it could have been 10-3, and now you're just 7 down still.
I think sometimes the offensive coordinators, not any one particular, but just offensive coordinators sometimes get a little
zealous.
Overzealous?
Overzealous.
Yeah, that would be a good way to say it.
Over anxious, maybe.
I just think, like I said,
I don't think they're very level-headed making decisions sometimes.
Early in the football game, there's no reason to chase points. Think 2 years ago when Clayton went and played Cardinal Gibbons at Gibbons in the second or third round, whatever it was.
Yeah, down by
in the
2
first
scores.
quarter, we had 5 possessions inside the red zone.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Didn't come away with anything and didn't try to kick a field goal. How many points we lose the game by?
2.
Lost by 2
2
points.
points. You're right.
30-28.
We need to pause quickly, guys, for station identification as this is the 8H State Championship game, the fourth quarter, coming up on the Community Radio Network next.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
You're not going to want to miss tonight's county fair. I'm going to be.
We are your window to your community.
Did you see the last 5 minutes of that football game last night?
Oh man, I saw the whole thing.
And a lifeline to keep you safe when danger is near.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can. This is one of the biggest storms.
We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Your family is your legacy. Planning for a natural disaster will make sure you're all safe. Visit ready.gov/plan today for the tools and tips you need to protect that legacy. That's ready.gov/plan. A message brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
We have seen everything in the third quarter. We saw fumbles, we saw punts, we saw blocks. We even saw the power going out.
Power went out. We saw interceptions.
We saw interceptions. Yep. We saw flags. We've seen everything except somebody scoring.
Yep.
7-0 Huff on top of Millbrook. 12 minutes left in the season and the 8A title on the line for these two teams that have never been in a state championship. First and here we go with a third and
touchdown.
Oh, a touchdown.
Yep.
Is he in?
Touchdown Huff. Yep.
Huff, touchdown. Number 15 into the end zone, Jameer Anderson.
Nice play by Huff. Quarterback rolls to the right.
I thought maybe at the right pylon he had stepped over. You were thinking the same thing too. He's been out of bounds.
He's got 2 options. He's got a guy underneath and a guy in the back of the end zone.
He's in.
And he gets his right foot down.
Yep.
High school, all you need is 1 foot in possession. He's got it. PAT coming up here.
Now college, that wouldn't have counted.
Yeah, college is still 1 foot.
1 foot.
It's 2 in the NFL.
2, it wouldn't have counted. There you go. And the extra point is good.
Yep.
Huff is on the board. Braxton, down to you. Hough Huskies are now leading 14-0 on Millbrook.
Yeah, and this one feels kind of, I don't want to say insurmountable because anything can happen in the game of football, but with the way these first 2 games have gone, at least points have come at a premium, and that one definitely sinks to the Wildcat.
Well, and Braxton, Millbrook's defense has give their offense options. They've just not been able to do anything with it.
Yeah,
the block punt, the interception. They've had the ball this half on the Huff's side of the 50-yard line. They just ain't been able to execute.
And you're 100% right with that, Mark. I mean, and Huff, credit to them, have capitalized on opportunity. They've been given the short field. It seems they've been kind of wearing Millbrook's defense down a little bit more each time, more and more and more. And eventually, bend but don't break, but this time the Millbrook defense broke.
And the scary part about it, Braxton and everybody else, is that the fact that now going through at the end of the third quarter with this shutout going, Huff is now gone 8 straight quarters, 3 here, all last week pitched a shutout
with a
shutout. The fourth quarter against West Forsyth.
That's right.
So you've got 8 straight quarters of giving up nothing.
Shutout football.
So now Millbrook's got to find a way to break that string and score twice
just a tie
in the fourth quarter.
That is, by the way, if you're doing score, 24-0 in their win over West Charlotte last 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And now 14-0. 34 points, 38 points, 38 points that they got offensively on their defensive teams.
Yep. And the fourth quarter at West Forsyth, they gave up nothing either. So, like I said, there's the 8 quarters. And I just, like I said, as Braxton said, almost feels like it's insurmountable. Two
more
drives
than 38,
to go get touchdowns.
That's more than
a lot.
38.
Yeah, they scored 52 points.
Leading up to this game, they've scored 515 points.
Yeah, 52.
They've allowed only 72 points on the defense this year.
So they're giving up 5. Don't block him in the back. Good decision.
Oh, and he got dropped.
The 18, 19.
Millbrook's got to come back and get to this again here.
mean, that's just they're going down the field. They're filling their lanes. They're making plays. They're not beating themselves.
Yeah. Looks like we've got a man down from Millbrook. Looks like he got a cramp. Doesn't look bad.
Officials timeout. Player injury.
Yeah, that's number 5 of Taden Martin, the wide receiver senior, and he's quickly back up, just kind of walking on one leg. Cam, down to you.
He is suffering from cramps. He came out earlier with cramps, and they were working on him on the sideline. And there were times where both legs were just completely stiff as he was trying to walk. They're trying to get him loosened up. Obviously, it flared up again out there.
And this cold, dry air.
You got some mustard, Kim? Give me some mustard or pickle juice.
Right.
Mustard, pickle juice. Jackie, that's what you always talk about, pickle juice, right?
Find some magnesium pills or something.
Atomic bomb.
Somebody get that pickle jar loose for that guy and get him some pickle juice, right? Was it?
Eat a banana. Potassium's good.
He won't tighten up if you put some atomic bomb on.
1st and 10 for Millbrook.
Now it's a totally different offense.
You got to score quickly, right? I mean, you got to.
You still got 12 minutes, so it's not quickly, but you got to get a stop as well. But you've got to get in the end zone on this drive.
But this should change his play calling.
High snap. And they go to number 1 at Gray. Gray now throws it.
He's got
a man, got a runner.
Quit dancing, dude.
That's McCullers. It looks like number 3.
Yep. Nice what we call a little tunnel screen, out to the left side. Gets the football. He got the good block from the wide receiver up there. You see at the top of the screen, and it allows him to pick up. The second receiver was also blocking well downfield. Picked up 18 yards. Be first down out to the 40 or to the 36.
By the way, that was Quentin Cipher. By the way, guys, number 2, the one that caught the football.
So he's playing.
So this guy's playing offense and defense. Yeah, Quentin Cipher was the one that just made the play.
I see him in the slot right there. You bet.
Throw. Cipher catches.
And that ball's down in the.
Yep. Again, that ball's got to be thrown. That's an easy pitch and catch.
This time it's incomplete.
Gray's got to set his feet and throw the ball on
You see
time.
Cypher's.
Yeah, he's in the slot.
Was in the middle of the midfield
right
a moment ago. Yeah.
He was right here. He's in the slot. Yeah.
Yeah, that last play was intended for Malachi Gilchrist on the offense. It's incomplete, though.
Yeah.
Some of these balls, they're consistently coming up short.
Gray's got to set his feet and throw the ball on time. He's waiting for his receivers to turn around, wait, and sit, and that's not going to work. There's jet drive. There's zone read. Cut it outside. There we go.
Just got to find a way to run the football and like you said, get up the field.
Picked up 8
third
right
and
there.
About 2.
Manageable third down as we talk about now. So it's 3rd and 2 from the 45-yard line.
That was number 6, by the way, of Malachi Thomas, the athlete senior with the football.
Yeah, he got it's like we got another guy with cramps or something. But on that last play, Millbrook was going to the left for zone read, and everybody washed down, or they all moved that direction. Okay, as we went through, they moved that direction, and then the running back just cut it back off the right side and went behind everybody.
You got the third quarter stats, Robbie.
Yeah, we're talking about total offense: 148 yards for Hough and 29 yards for Millbrook, and that you're not going to win many football games doing that.
None.
And 3rd and 2.
And there's another stop.
4th and 4.
Yep, there's another stop by Hough.
I mean, Hough is just bringing the pressure on 3rd down. I mean, they just
on 3rd down they're stacking the box. They stack the box. Now 4th and 3. If you're Millbrook, you got to go for it. You need 2 scores. You got to go for it. You don't have time to not do something. So again, look for a quick combo route here. Watch
timeout.
Millbrook. Oh, Hough took it.
Yep.
Okay. So again, probably something they didn't like to see. The formation that they came out in was trips to the wide side of the field and a single man cover on the top. So they're going to look at what they would want to do there from a defensive standby. Do you play man coverage on the single guy inside lever so that you don't give him an easy release, and then run combos off the bottom? So you got to figure out what your coverage wants to be there.
We got this. We got this first report at the end of the first. They had 10 plays for 13 yards.
Yep.
Here we are in the 3rd, going into the 4th quarter.
34 for 29.
For 29.
Well, look at the rushing yards.
They had
18 rushes for -7.
They had 50-some yards at half.
Yeah, they lost 30.
So
they lost 30 yards.
They were negative yardage in the 3rd quarter.
Yep. And that goes, bad snap here. But like I said, 7 of 10 plays were lost yardage plays, and the other 3 were incomplete passes.
Yeah.
So they had 10 straight plays with no yardage gain.
Exactly right.
You can't do that. There's got to be something else. So now you got 4th and 3 set up. You got single back in the backfield. You got 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, single man at the top.
This is not the football game I expected.
Not at all. But
14-0. Millbrook.
They're bringing pressure. Here comes Hough.
Look at them talking to one another down there.
Yeah, they're going to bring pressure. They're playing man coverage across the board.
Millbrook now with the football, high snap, and it's again going to Gray.
It's complete, but it's short.
It's short. Wow. It was complete to Cypher, but it was short.
They had to get to the 47. They didn't do it.
Great turnover by Millbrook. It's Huff football
again. He didn't run a deep enough route.
And that's I don't know if that's if Cypher is a consistent wideout because he's only listed as a linebacker.
Right.
But he was the slot guy there. You got to learn as a receiver. Anything short of the sticks doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. So you've got to run your route past the sticks.
So you had 3 downs to get 2 yards and couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. You lost yards. You gained a little bit. Well, you need a turnover or an absolute 3-and-out at this point in time for Millbrook's defense.
So is Millbrook's offense just that bad tonight, or is Huff's defense just that good?
Huff's defense is pretty good, but some of the execution from Millbrook's side.
Pitch. Well, that's holding.
It's got
how you don't call that.
And he's still on his feet, but he's out of bounds now.
Because he had him like clawed in the face mask.
That was number 21 running the football.
Yeah,
that's Jamarian Morrison again, the sophomore running back. Watch the replay here, and you just see him. There's holding, like Mark said, and then
had him in a full Nelson almost.
We talked about wrestling moves earlier, right? I mean,
this is the 8A state championship, not the WWE.
I mean, yeah, that was a John Cena moment. Can't see me. Royal fires.
Broken up nicely.
Man.
Is that 14?
Incomplete.
Is that Noah Ragland?
And the Millbrook player is down after it was intended for number 6.
I don't know if he's hurt or his prize
Jaden
hurt.
White.
Well, that's Ragland who broke the play up, I think. Yeah, 14.
Multiple injured players.
That is number 14 of Noah Ragland down there.
He broke up the play nicely. And I think what just happened was the receiver also went for the football. So as Ragland was extended, he got to his arms and kind of swung him around a little bit. So, but the nice play, I like Huff's aggressiveness right here. They tried a little, Millbrook's running a little zone defense, so they tried to hit that zone, but the cornerback was able to get into the area right there and break it up. But again, a nice play.
They're trying to get that last or that next play, the dagger, so to speak.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't want to just score. They just want to go ahead and say we're done.
Well, it's
that would be the nail in the coffin right there, the nail in the dagger. Just to say this is it, the dagger in the heart.
Yeah,
Millbrook's
got to get us stopped. I mean, they cannot give up any more points whatsoever. There's 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. We'll see how the play calling goes.
I mean, when you're bringing your middle linebacker in to play slot receiver.
By the way, we got 2 players. We got 2 players down.
We got a guy down here.
We got players down at the around the 12-yard line, and another one down at around the 35.
No,
33. 33, but both Millbrook players. 33 was down, and then the other guy, 14, is down.
Marquez Wilbert.
Yeah, Noah Ragland.
Yep.
And Wilbert, and we'll step away and take it. Go ahead, Mark.
Wilbert just had cramps. That's all. He's up now. He's jogging off the field.
There is an injury timeout. We'll step away and take one with him right now. It is Huff 14-0 on Millbrook as we near the end of the 4th quarter in this game. Dubby Energy provides high-quality energy drinks with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash, later, or even the jitters. Dubby Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best. When you need to have a little energy boost without all the lag or fatigue, let Dubby Energy take care of your body today. Use the promo code CRN for 10% off of your order every time. Dubby Energy.
Timeout!
Listen up, get tight.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup.
Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields.
In our communities. On our streets. In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
To change the momentum.
and call a timeout
On hate. Together.
Together.
All right, so Ragland and Wilbert make their way back to the sideline to get checked out by the Millbrook trainers, or just a little cramps. It's cold.
Yep.
And we get ready now with a 2nd and 10 for Hough.
Nice play, 15. 15 there. Chase Sizer. They try to run speed option. Quarterback takes the football, runs right at the defensive end, and if he comes down, he pitches it. If he feathers out, he turns it up. Pfizer set perfectly right in the middle to where the quarterback Royals had no decision to make. If he pitches it, Sizer's got an opportunity to knock it down. If he runs it, Sizer makes a tackle, and that's exactly what happened. Royals tried to keep it, turn it up. Sizer made a play. Loss of 2. It's 3rd and 12.
29 degrees.
Oh, is it really?
Outside, yeah, 29 degrees.
My feet are frozen.
3rd and 12. 3rd and long coming up for Hough. 9 minutes left to go here in this 4th quarter in the regulation of the game. We go down to Royal. Royal on the 40.
Nice play.
And it's batted away.
22 got a paw on it.
Yep.
The paw by number 22, and that is Rashad Streets. He's been a part of making some big plays tonight, and he does it again. He made a block, and now he makes a good paw to make a stop there.
12.
Yeah.
Yep. 4th and 12.
Ball on the 31.
Expect Hough to go for it because they got nothing to lose. They had minus 35 yards of offense.
I'm throwing it to the end zone. What do you think?
I'm going to take a shot. I mean, I take a shot.
Why not?
You don't lose anything, but I'd run a combo route out of it. You're going to have trips to the wide sides. Go ahead and run 2 deep and then run your third guy on an underneath dig route.
I'd run
see if you can find him right there.
I'd run that slant right now.
Ready to watch now with a 4th and 12, and Royal is going to fire to the end zone. Rolling home. It's incomplete.
He quit running.
Yep.
He gave up on it.
Again, the
he
route combination.
Overthrew it.
Yeah, the route combination with 3 receivers to the wide side. The outside guy ran a go route. The second guy on the inside ran an out route, and the total inside slot guy ran a deep corner route. So you had 3 options, and the corner route was wide open, just overthrowing.
So do you blame Royal for overthrowing the football, or is that White not getting there in time?
That's a bad throw, but it wasn't terrible. The receiver also kind of came off his route. But again, it's a shot. It's not a high percentage completion anyway.
Yes.
But it's 4th and 10 or whatever, and your defense has played lights out. So
and if you're Millbrook, you got the football back again.
Yep, put them on the field. Put your defense on the field. They've got
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Mark, could this be the drive to decide the game right here?
Well, I'm going to tell you what.
Cover 2 again.
Millbrook, Gray. Catch made, number 6. That's Thomas.
Hough is keeping the receivers in front of them. They're not letting nobody behind them.
Cover 2, you've got your 2 corners that sit in that zone. They don't go anywhere. They go 5-6 yards and sit there. And you got 2 safeties over the top, and your linebackers go out to the curl zone. So you can't throw a 3-yard route to that flat right there because your corner's sitting on it. So you've got to do something different. You've got to work middle. You got to work curls. You got to run, something deeper. Run again,
2nd and 9.
What we call a high-low route.
Only a pickup of 1 for Millbrook with Gray.
There goes the tight end dragon. Good route.
And it got batted away again. Tipped, touched.
Had a little crossing route.
Yeah, I was about to say, the first time they brought 18, the tight end around on a cross.
Unbelievable.
In the middle, and he was wide open. The ball just got tipped at the line of scrimmage. But great concept on the route tree when you look at that. You see him right there with nobody around him. Boom, both of them are open. So now it's 3rd and 9 for Millbrook. Again, 2 down territory. You can't keep doing something. Get him out of the pocket. Roll him out left and see what happens.
Hough scored in the 1st quarter, and they've scored in the 4th. And they're leading 14-0 as we move into 8 minutes remaining in regulation here.
It's 2 split out wide left, 2 split out short right. You're going to keep him in the pocket.
Here's Gray. Catch made.
First down.
He did get a first down. That's number 6 of Thomas. It is first down.
Number 42.
And again, there's your 2. So he goes in the in-between zone where your corner's squatting and your safety's there. So he's right in the middle of where those 2 guys are covering. Great play.
Move the chains, and the first down, it's just around the 48-yard line, between the 49 and the 48 for a first down again for Millbrook. They're running the football. They're getting up the field is what I meant to say here.
Now Hough is playing man coverage or taking man defense.
Gray,
pick screen.
He goes again to Thomas.
They ain't going nowhere, though.
Nowhere that time, Mark. You're exactly right.
That's a missed block.
That was number 9, by the way, of Samari. Samari Matthews making the stop, the cornerback there, number 9. For Huff.
Malachi Gilchrist missed the block on number 9. He had him engaged and let him go. As the receiver was cutting him back up underneath him, Gilchrist let him go, and he made the tackle. If he stays with him, the guy runs 6-8 yards. Again, we're behind the chains. Now 2nd and 10 again.
7:40 remaining.
Under 8 minutes remaining. Now back to Gray. Gray up the middle.
Time is definitely becoming an issue here. Fourth quarter, 7 minutes, 30 seconds.
That's number 23 running the football, by the way. That's Wright. Santanis Wright running the football now. We haven't really mentioned him a lot tonight.
Well, because all the black shirts, I mean, quite honestly, they call Nebraska's starting 11 defense of black shirts. These black shirts here tonight are playing lights out. Guys, I'm telling you, it's just they're going to give up less than 50 yards of total offense.
3rd and 6 coming up for Millbrook. A state championship for the first time awaits one of these teams, and right now it looks like it's in favor of the team out of Mecklenburg County, the Hough Huskies. Another batted away.
It just
throw by the quarterback.
I'm sorry to say it. It's just very vanilla play calling, very vanilla quarterback play. Just
they're bringing pressure. So what?
That was Porter and Berlin, by the way, that were there pressuring Gray. Watch this again, man. I'm telling you, just.
Well, they at least they tried an RPO, but what they're not doing, is a tip ball off the middle, but they tried an RPO there, but they got to get the quarterback off the spot.
And you got to go now on 4th down. You got no choice. You have to. If you're Millbrook, you're going for it on 4th and 6. So 4th and 6.
Pressure out ride. The tackles can't
5.
set.
Gray. Defense blitz is coming. Open man throw. Intercepted by Huff.
He might. If he got the edge, he might be gone.
Or he might get squashed.
And he's going to get squashed at around the 37 or the 37 there.
So is that number 11?
Interception, number 11. That's the interception by Jason Wilkerson, who intercepted the football. Look at this phenomenal catch.
Yeah, he's a safety, comes over the top. The ball's overthrown. He gets it to the 28-yard
Officials timeout.
It was intended for number 7, Malachi Gilchrist. The throw was there. We got a player down, though.
Yeah, across the field on the 47 or so. It looks like cramps again. It looks like he's kind of holding his leg again, doesn't it? But anyway, on the interception there, you're in a bad spot because you've got to take a chunk and try to make a chunk play. And all he did there was try to throw the ball deep, and the safety came over the top on the overthrow and pick it off. So again, you asked Mark, is it Millbrook's offense or is it Huff's defense? And I'm gonna say it's a combination of both, but Huff's defense looks phenomenal.
They're
tonight.
explosive.
I mean, they
Did the layoff hurt Millbrook? It looks like it.
I don't know. I mean, they only scored 14 points last week 2 weeks ago against Hoggard as well. But I don't know. I mean, you continue to have practice. You continue to do your thing. I don't know that it hurt them, but I just don't know that, again, from a physical standpoint, I think at this point in time, Huff has out-physicaled Millbrook in the latter part of the game. In the third quarter, again, negative yardage. You talk about some of the play calling, but again, give Huff's defense the credit. I don't care what plays you run. The defense has still got to run and tackle.
Yeah, they've been doing a whole lot of that tonight.
They have done a lot of running and a lot of tackling tonight. So that's a really good defense down on the field in black and white tonight.
A lot of coming up short.
So now Huff, after the pick, gets the ball to the 37-yard line. Again, do they take a shot or do they play conservative and run some clock off?
Hey, you're inside the 40.
The first play is a little
nowhere.
Yep, little inside handoff. No gain. Loss of half a yard or whatever. Yep, called a line of scrimmage, no gain.
Clock running.
Second 10, you take off 40 seconds. You're inside 6 minutes when this ball snapped.
I mean, is it me, guys, or does it look like Millbrook is just deflated, right? There's not any drive anymore from the Wildcats.
I think they want to go home and get warm.
I mean, you can see some body language change, but then I also see, to where Huff is continuing to execute. And so, it does take you out. It does sap your energy. Here comes a pass out to the wide out or the running back on the left side. He finds a crease.
Wow. And he missed tackle. Missed the tackle, yep.
Yep, and he's finally tackled by Quentin Cipher.
That's number 6, by the way. Jaden White.
Yep. Cipher on the tackle. He's just a little quick bubble. Little bubble pass.
If you gave a award to Millbrook for player of the game, it's got to be Cipher number 2. It's got to be Quentin Cipher.
Yeah, they're going to give an offensive and defensive to both teams, and then they give an MVP. Your defensive MVP for me at this point in time with 5 minutes left to go is Quentin Cipher. He's played lights out. He's hustled. He's played both sides of football, but he's also probably got 10, 12 tackles tonight.
I don't know how you pick one for the offense.
I was about to say you almost can't, but you got to figure something out.
I would say probably offense would probably go to. I guess maybe Gilchrist or Thomas. Maybe McCullers if you're thinking Millbrook.
But really there hasn't been a whole lot of offense to choose from.
There ain't much.
Quarterback is 4 for 13 or something maybe now, for 30 yards. So you just. Here comes another pass play. Let's see what happens. He's going for the yard.
Throw.
Broken up nicely.
Broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Broken up nicely.
Good position.
Is that number 40? 41. Number 41. Yeah, right there. Thomas Beck, junior DB. Nice position. Huff took a shot for the end zone.
It was intended for number 19.
Yeah, 19 on the intent, but they were in cover 3. So the difference in cover 2 and cover 3, Wes, is that cover 3, the corner bails, and he's got the deep thirds of the field.
Yeah.
He's got a deep third. The other corner's got a deep third, and the single safety in the middle of the field has a deep third. So all three's covered.
Intended for Christian Carter, but with he said 41, Thomas Beck, the defensive back. And we got a flag on the play.
There'll be a hold on Cipher. Cipher was held there. I think that's, at least from my vantage point.
Keeping the football will be number 21 of Jamarian Morrison. He's found the end zone earlier tonight as well.
I'm going to tell you something. That young man, number 21, is only a sophomore.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Offense, number 8. 10-yard penalty from the spot.
He's
third down.
He's 5'9", 206. Can you imagine having him in the weight room for 2 more years?
Yeah.
He'll be a between me and you and the fence post, and it's a same color scheme here, but he's a Marion Hampton kind of kid. He's a 5'9", 5'10", 220, 215 back who runs hard. You put him in the weight room, he's gonna put on 20 more pounds of muscle.
Who played at Cleveland, played at Carolina, and now plays for the LA Chargers.
Yeah, LA Chargers.
Yes.
And starting, so this kid here at 21 reminds me a lot of him. He runs tough in the middle. He can get to the outside. He can break it if he needs
to. Play clock at 3 seconds. Can they get the play off in time?
No,
they won't. He calls a timeout instead.
Timeout. Huff.
So
that's the final timeout.
This is something we didn't see in game 1. Quarterback time clock management. He's looking at the play clock. The coaches are looking at the play clock. They're calling timeouts to not get those delay of game penalties, like you had before. So I like that from the awareness on the field.
They've been in the situation.
Yes.
When you're 13-0, you didn't get there by not managing the clock.
Yeah, exactly. And this is also going to a TV timeout as well.
Let's take our final timeout and take you to the finish of this game next.
Buckle up in the front. The North Carolina High School Athletics Association welcomes you to tonight's game. We are excited to celebrate the hashtag NCHSAA Game Locked In, which honors everything that makes high school sports special: teamwork, integrity, respect, and lifelong values that extend well beyond the scoreboard.
Being game locked in means showing up with focus, passion, and sportsmanship on the playing field, in the stands, and throughout the community. We're proud to have fans, athletes, and coaches from both schools at tonight's game who lead by example and show what it means to compete with Cubs.
Let's continue to create a positive, welcoming environment for everyone. Cheer loudly, support your team, show respect to officials, opponents, and each other. Let's make tonight's game one to remember, full of pride, positivity, and what it means to be truly locked in.
The sound of the band. Hough Huskies Making it more and more of a reality, Robbie Worrell and Mark Coates, that this game is 4 minutes from being a memory, and it's a state championship going back to Charlotte.
Yeah, and you look across at the crowd. The Millbrook crowd has kind of gone down some, and we'll come here to 3rd and 15. Oh,
wow!
That could have been a game changer. The Huskies tried to throw a little backdoor quick screen, and number 32, is that who it is?
Broke it up.
Number 22, Streets.
22.
It hit 22. Watch, it hits the Millbrook guy in the chest.
Here it is.
If he catches it, he goes to the house.
Rashad Streets again.
He's made a number of big plays. That could have been the biggest of the night. Taking it and picking it and going pick six. Then it's 14-7.
Wow.
He's giving your boy Quentin Cipher a run for the defensive.
I'm telling you, Rashad Streets has been making some monumental plays for Millbrook. They're just not capitalizing on it. 4 minutes left in regulation here at Crispin Field at Keenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, the home of the Tar Heels of UNC.
That's going to get blocked too.
Oh, my goodness. It's a block punt, and he just got slammed.
Cuz got drilled is what just happened.
Wow. Oh, guess who drilled him? Watch who drills him.
Number 2.
You think?
Cipher. Cipher.
He's the first one going off the field. Let's watch the play. See if it's not 2.
Yeah, it's 2.
There he is. Bam.
Look at that. I mean.
Bam.
And
Cipher comes
33
in
trying to scoop the football up, but
untouched on the punt. It wasn't a low snap. It was a slow snap. The ball did not get back. Look like it was kind of floating in slow motion.
Yeah.
Cyphers came through and just blew up the punter. Had no chance. Huff picked the ball up and moved it 3 or 4 yards. But now, again, Millbrook's got great field position on the 40-yard line. You got to go capitalize. You got
3:56 remaining.
You got to go get something. If Streets makes that
was
play,
this not what you, Mark? Was this not what you were going to expect from Millbrook tonight, or did you think it was going to be a game like this for the Wildcats?
Nope. I expected
fires incomplete.
That should have been.
Yeah, there it is. I got it.
He is holding.
I was wondering if he was going to throw it. The Huff receiver. So Millbrook runs a deep post. We've talked about pressure the defense.
Yeah.
The receiver went right by the corner and he grabbed his jersey. And then the back judge threw the flag for pass interference.
That was Bryson Gray to Quentin Cipher.
He's got holding.
Defense, number 7. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
Holding on Jackson Heath.
Yeah, you'll see him right here. He grabbed Cipher's jersey right here on the slant route. Right there.
Yeah, right about there. Yeah,
he's got him there. So it gets him off his route. The timing's bad, and the pass is incomplete. Resulted in a penalty, first down, Millbrook at midfield.
Robbie, best of the best, obviously playing for the state championship. Can you say the referees have done a credible job calling the games today?
Yeah, it's been a really good called game. Obviously, you're going to miss something every now and then.
Fire Gray. Is that caught?
He caught that.
Official's going to give him a catch. Yep.
It's complete.
He caught that, but the quarterback took a lift.
That was number 6, Malachi Thomas. You were saying about the refs, though, Robbie.
Yeah, refs have done a phenomenal job tonight. They've managed every well. Sportsmanship's been great. Everybody's going to miss a couple, but they're ticky-tack. But, I mean, all in all, to get those calls that they're making, it's been a good job tonight. 2nd and 4 from Millbrook now. Good catch. Quarterback took a shot. There's a nice little hitch route.
Another
first
low
down.
route catch made. Yeah.
That ball right there, I'll take that one, low, because it's positioned perfectly away from the defender.
That was number 7, by the way. Malachi Gilchrist caught the football that time. And you see the Millbrook coach, he's telling him,
that's what I'm saying.
Telling him, go. Don't stop, go.
You got to go up tempo.
Move the chains. They will. 1st and 10.
There's an inside
Gray.
There you go.
Catch 3rd time in a row down low, mate.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
That was number 6, Malachi Thomas again, the senior catching the football from Gray.
Who's down?
Is that the left tackle? Number 53. Oh, he's back up.
Yeah, he's back up again. Yeah.
So now they're going with tempo again. Millbrook had an opportunity last play to catch Huff substituting, but they waited to call the cadence until they got off the field.
Yeah, coach is telling them get back line quickly, no huddle.
Man coverage, the back will be
open.
The receivers
fires.
That's holding again if they're going to get it.
Are they going to throw a flag? They will not.
Nope. Okay.
Number 9 all over. That's Samari Matthews all over Malachi Thomas, but they don't throw a flag here.
It only counts if they call it.
Well, let's see. We're up right now. A little hand jockeying is not bad.
Right.
So did he disturb the route? And that's the kind of the call on offense or defense. Did
they disturb the route? That's the question. We're looking on the replay right now, and
that's a good no call. That's a good no call by the official, the back judge down here, and the line judge set down. It's a good no call. They were both hand jockeying. I like it.
So we continue on with a 3rd and 7, and now we're going to go handing up the middle.
On 3rd down,
and he's still on his feet driving.
On 3rd down, you're going to run inside run.
He did get forward progress before they pushed him back.
He gained 2, so now it's 4th and 5.
He did get forward progress. That was number 3. McCullers with the football. They're going to say what? 4th and 5? 4th and 5.
Somebody's going to get mad at me. This does not look like a game Hunter Jinks I would expect him to call.
Because he's the offensive coordinator, right?
He is.
Former coach at Clayton as well. Under 2 minutes remaining. And it's 4th and 5. Millbrook.
Pressure off
Gray.
The edge.
Fires.
He dropped
it. Incomplete. They turn it over.
That's a ball.
You should have run that on 3rd down.
Malachi, is that Malachi Gilchrist on incomplete number 7?
It was intended for Thomas. Yeah, it was intended for Thomas.
That is going to be the ball game.
Let's see. I think this is a good pass by Gray.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
I think that's a good ball by Gray. Gilchrist has got to make that play.
Yep.
Big player step up at big moments.
Unbelievable.
That was an opportunity right there.
The Hough Huskies are 97 seconds away from getting their first ever state championship.
40-40, you snapped the ball 3 times.
Now we've got a flag. It's probably going to be – you're going to have – what do you got? You got way too many guys on the field down there. Let's see what's happening. Delay a game.
Unbelievable.
What is all that going on out here downstairs?
I think it's going to be a delay, that's all.
Prior to the ball being blown ready, unsportsmanlike, Hough coach.
Wow.
15-yard penalty, first down.
So the Hough head coach getting called for unsportsmanlike conduct.
He was out past the numbers.
Oh. He's out there again?
And he might get another one. They're celebrating on the sideline. I mean, and they're
he might get another one.
He's way at the numbers. Yeah.
They're down here Joeing. They're down here Joeing with one another.
Well, we're starting to see a little bit of chippiness out on the field, little jawing. That's where the coach is coming out. Official, the back judge has had to step in as well. I get the celebration stuff, I get some of that, but still.
And you see the coach now for Hough trying to tell him to back up, trying to get him back behind the.
Yep, get him back
behind
on
the line there. Yeah,
get back on the sidelines.
Lord,
keep your cool.
97 seconds away from this game being a reality.
Yeah, and quite honestly, Millbrook's got 3 timeouts left. They'll probably use them, or they may just say, you know what?
A minute and a half. If you ain't in a position to win, it ain't going to do you no good to take them now.
Yep, he's going to use them.
He's going to use them.
He sure will.
He can't take them home.
No.
How cold is it though? We got a timeout. Millbrook's taking a timeout.
First charge timeout.
No, that's their first one.
I'd love to know what kind of play Jinx has got for
playing
14-0 with a minute 25 left if he gets the ball back.
I mean, right, and taking the hits, taking the plays. I mean,
they hurt. They do hurt. What I don't see is I don't see any heaters on the sideline or anything.
Is there no way to prepare for this either, right?
I was told we were told we couldn't bring them.
Okay.
If we do anything, we'd have to rent them.
Correct, because it's a university. Yeah. So as you look here, the cold matters. The ball gets slicker. It's not as grippy. So from that standpoint, for receivers, not to make excuses for balls that have gone through receivers' hands, hit them in the chest or whatever else tonight. But it makes a difference, and then all the licks that you get.
Jackie, if you zoom down on the home sideline, you can see that Hough to your left, they're already celebrating.
Yeah, I don't know if I could blame them.
Yeah, it's on. It's minute 25. Essentially, they're going to run 3 plays and probably punt the football.
I just don't want to see nobody get hurt, and I don't want to see nobody do nothing stupid.
Yeah.
A fight or something other.
85 seconds left. There's a minute 25. There's a pitch.
out on the edge again.
A pitch running.
He'll be stopped short, about a yard short.
That's number 21 of Jamarian Morrison.
Yep, coach.
There goes the timeout.
Yep.
Jamarian Morrison.
Timeout.
And there's another timeout.
Now, if I'm Huff, I run it again, get the first down,
and then take a knee.
Now, are you just doing this just to try to,
Well, you never know what's going to happen. A bad snap, bad pitch, you get a turnover, you get a pick six. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Now, is it likely? Probably not. But can it? Absolutely. It can happen. You get it like that pitch play right there. If the pitch is off a little bit, or they bring pressure, somebody knocks it down and they go score. It's 14-7. So yeah, I don't mind the coach using his timeouts.
Right.
Now obviously they get a first down here. I don't use my last one because then it's like, okay, we're first down. We got to stop them 4 more plays. I can't. Then just let the clock run out.
Millbrook and Huff both have 1 timeout left.
Yeah.
If you get the first down here, like Robbie said, there's no need to use it.
You don't use it. You just let the clock start, then snap it 1 more time and call it done.
Mark, was Millbrook off tonight, or was Huff just the better team?
I think Huff's the better team tonight.
Yeah, I would agree. Absolutely.
Somebody's going to be 14-0. Huff Huskies' first ever state title in the 8A level. Millbrook is going to be 1 game shy and fall to 13-1.
Got the ball.
Now stay
in the lane and he's running.
He's gone.
Royal's gone.
He's gone. You can wave him
30,
goodbye.
20, 10, 5, touchdown.
There's a big play.
There is the
that nail in the coffin.
In the heart.
Yeah.
If there was not anything yet with Millbrook being on life support, that just made him flatline right there.
Yeah, and it was zone read, quarterback keep. So again, the quarterback read the defensive end who crashed. He crashed on the running back. QB pulled it, went around the left side, down the sideline, 70 yards for the tutty to put the Huskies up 20-0.
You're going to call the timeouts and give them a chance to talk about it.
From the 30, Ethan Royal.
I get why did you do it. I
he had a missed tackle, then the defenders could not catch him. And Ethan Royal scores.
Just slide. Just slide, go down, keep the football.
Yeah, but they won't embarrass
2 knees.
him. They're going to rub it in right now.
There's the flyover. UNC healthcare helicopter, and the extra point is good.
So with 59 seconds left, you now got 21-0.
Well, Braxton, we thought that maybe they would just take a knee, get the football, take a knee. Not the case. Quarterback, 70-plus yards. Ethan Royal running to the end zone, 21-0.
And I feel like that puts the exclamation point kind of on this game. It feels like Huff has kind of controlled the game the whole time, not giving up a single point. And then they put the exclamation point there with that 70-yard run. So,
yeah, I would not be surprised if we don't see negative yards rushing tonight from Millbrook. And again, less than 60 passes. It's very little. So probably less than 60, 70 yards total offense tonight from Millbrook. A totally defensive dominating effort by the Hough Huskies, and on the way to their state. And now they're doing their little kickoff dance down there, which is, hey, you know what? It's time.
In 14 games, Mark, this will be their 6th shutout of the season.
Yep. So figure that out. 72 points or whatever, maybe 93 points against them in 14 games.
That's less than 7 points a game.
Yeah,
pretty much.
14 times 7, 98.
Correct. That's about 6. 6.5.
6 3/4 something.
This game is about to be a memory as Huff will kick it back to Millbrook.
I will tell you though that 2 good football teams, doesn't matter what the outcome is. Millbrook had a great season. Nothing to hang their head about. Yeah, they didn't get the outcome they wanted here. But to go 13-0 on the eastern part of the state.
That's right.
Great
Beat
season.
Hoggard.
Beat Hoggard. Now we're going to get a personal foul penalty.
Yeah, we got another flag. Flags are throwing. Yep. Referee just threw another flag.
Well, he threw a flag because the Millbrook player.
Flag at the end of the play.
After the end of the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Millbrook, number 6.
Wow.
15 yards. Half the distance to the goal.
Yeah.
First down.
Yeah.
Number 6, Malachi Thomas.
Yep.
He took the football and punted it into the stands. You know, he punted the football, and the officials looking at him, put his hands out to get it. He turned around and kicked it into the stands.
That's the mess I hate.
Yeah, see, this
the
guy
guy's picking
he's
it
going to
up
get
over there.
No,
yeah, I see
no
that.
discipline.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, that's the kind of stuff you can't have. And, you know, for Malachi Thomas, he's a senior. I get it. It's your last game. You're disappointed. It's going to happen, son. It's going to happen. And at some point in time in your life, you're going to be embarrassed. You're going to be taken down a notch. You're not going to win at everything you do. And if this is how you're going to act when you lose a football game, what's going to happen in life?
Yeah.
What's going to happen in life? Okay.
And you got to wonder what the college scouts or recruiters,
and that's the thing,
or
you know,
even if colleges he's already signed on, might think after doing that right there. So
I'd like to see. Let's see if he's listed as one of their.
That's a tough thing there for number 6. And
let's see.
Malachi Thomas, he's a senior athlete.
Malachi.
And Mark, this game is pretty much done. I mean, 30 seconds remaining. I mean,
yeah, they've got him listed as a college prospect.
No.
And I hate to sit here and say 47 minutes in that's going to affect his future. But you just don't do that.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you don't do that.
Yeah, somebody's watching.
Yeah, you never know.
There's another saying Gary used to have: the eye in the sky don't lie.
It's
the eye in the
always on
sky
you.
don't lie. And
somebody's watching.
That is about to become a reality with Millbrook running the football to around the 25, the 30. This game is over. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever in Mecklenburg County, the Hough Huskies are 8A state champions of high school football.
Yep. And they played a dominating game.
Now see.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
That's
Come
just-
on now. Let's not have a scrum down there, if you will.
Well, there you go. Somebody acting.
A lot
Some of
people
the seniors.
Oh, boy.
Some of the
I know
seniors.
Millbrook is frustrated. I mean, I get it.
You got a Millbrook player getting stretched out with cramps. I mean, somebody take control down there.
Yeah, the officials are stepping in the middle right there at the 50. You know,
Wow.
If you want the truth, I'm surprised this hadn't broken out before now.
well, you know.
You really think so?
Yeah, when games start to get out of hand, but you know, it ended up 21-0. It's 7-0 at half. It's 14-0 after the third quarter. You know, and it ends up 21-0. It's a great ball game, guys. You know,
Yeah.
Don't tarnish it with some foolish act of craziness at the end of the game.
Yeah.
You know, there's no reason for that. You played tough. You played hard. You lost. Suck it up.
The side
Huff.
Yeah.
You played hard. You won. Suck it up.
Don't do anything
Win
to
with
diminish
class.
the outcome
Exactly.
of what the game
Win with
was, for
class.
sure. Yeah.
Don't go pushing, dancing, stomping on decals or logos or whatever. Now walk your butts down the 50-yard line, shake hands like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Take your trophies, go to the house, order your rings, and cherish this moment.
Yeah.
Because a lot of you are never going to have it happen again.
That's right.
You're exactly
It's
right.
never going to happen again, guys.
Coming up, Braxton Cutchin will grab a word with David Farley. I'm sorry, with my apologies, Deshaun Baker, the head coach of the William Amos Hough Huskies. And Kim will try to catch, obviously, the coach for Millbrook. I don't know if
Coach Marshall.
Yeah, I don't know if Lamar Marshall will be willing to talk. Hopefully, Kim can grab the MVPs or something. So,
well, as they're going in, you start talking about MVPs. You know, and you know, I think when you look at things offensively for Huff, you go with the quarterback. You go with Ethan Royal. Had a big run into the game, threw the ball well. You know, really managed. No, it's sweet tea, baby.
He scored 2 of the 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think he scored 2 of the 3 touchdowns.
I got green citrus sweet tea, and I got Georgia peach sweet tea over there for you as well, dude.
I got ginger Warrell sweet tea. That's what I got.
That's good sweet tea.
That's what I got, baby. That's some good sweet tea.
So you're not a fan of Lipton?
No.
Well, nope. She may use Lipton, but it's still ginger Warrell sweet tea. So there you go. So, you know, when you get here, I like Ethan Royal from the offensive side. Potentially the most valuable player, like we saw in last game. It was Usher or whatever.
Sure.
So you know, you grab another running back, number 21 potentially. For 21 was Jamarian Morrison, the sophomore kid, running back. So maybe he's the offensive MVP. But then you got your team, or your overall MVP becomes Mr. Royal, Ethan Royal. Defensively, I don't know, because they all played lights out. And then you get to the Millbrook side. Defensively, you got two choices. You got Cyphers, number 2, and you got number 22, Streets. So both two guys played their hearts out. And the Millbrook defense all played very well. Those two kids just did it. I think Cyphers probably ended up with 12 tackles. Has he got a coach?
So, Braxton, I think you're in position. Am I correct? As soon as they finish up with TV with my RDC 28, I think you're standing by with Deshaun Baker. And I think Kim is over there near Millbrook, but she hasn't found the coach yet. And obviously waiting for TV to finish.
Ceremonies right here.
Well, TV's finishing with Baker, and then quickly, Braxton, you jump in as soon as you.
We've got a melee on the far side.
Oh my goodness! Wow! What in the world?
There's a melee.
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh, no, it's with their own guys.
Yeah, they're just celebrating amongst themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
What are they doing?
That was number 3 that just got dropped, and so that was
like an initiation or something or other.
Yeah,
it's freshman.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
but
that's a good thing. Those are good things, right?
Yeah, those
are the good things.
Yeah, and if Braxton's got coach, great. But you look at Millbrook had a great season, played a great game. He got away from a little bit in the second half.
Sure.
But again, you talk about Cyphers or Streets. I think the quarterback, Gray, who's a junior, he's got a good future coming back.
Yeah.
He needs to clean up some mechanics. He's got some footwork things he can work on. Set his feet, throw on time. Don't try to do anything special other than just throw the football where it's supposed to be to whom it's supposed to be thrown to.
Let's go down to Braxton Cutchin. I think he's getting ready to grab a word with the coach after they have a hug and embrace moment. Looks like that's his wife, significant other, right there. The moment, so special, no doubt about it. And Braxton will be standing by to grab him here in just a moment as there's that embrace for Coach Derek, for Derek Butler, the athletic director, and Deshaun Baker, the head coach of the Hough Huskies, their first ever state championship. Let's go down to Braxton.
Coach, first of all, you're state champion. How does that sound?
Man, it feels good, man. Like, I can't ask for a better feeling, you know what I mean? Like, my kids, they relentless, man. They're relentless, man. My coaching staff, man, we work hard weekly. Our boys work hard weekly, you know what I mean? And they deserve everything they get.
Right. Speaking of relentless, that's a good point you bring up. 6th shutout of the year from the defense. What can you say about their effort all year, and especially tonight, holding the East champion Millbrook Wildcats to 0 points?
Well, we told people back August 26th that we had the best defense in the state, and we showed it tonight on the big stage at 8 o'clock on Chapel Hill. Nobody really thought we could do it, and we knew we could do it.
First state championship for the Hough Huskies. You've got a lot of guys coming and a lot of guys staying. What can you say about this team that's so special, other than the fact that they're state champions? What is so special about this team?
That's the only interview.
What did she do?
She kicked him out of the interview.
It was getting close to their time coming up.
I got you.
So you're supposed to be.
Well, the Hough Huskies are getting ready to celebrate. I think they wanted to get the coach in place, obviously, and that's Coach Deshaun Baker, yes.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
We recognize head coach David Baker of the state champs.
They're probably freezing as well. They want to get out of here, too. What do you think, Bobby?
54 probably becomes your defensive MVP. We talked about 54.
Members of the state champions
I agree.
will also be receiving special commemorative T-shirts.
Let's go down to public address and hear the ceremony.
Now they'll do the MVP
So
awards.
they've awarded
right
the state championship, obviously, to the Hough Huskies.
I'm pleased to honor several outstanding individual performances in this 8A state championship game. The award sponsored by the Carolina Panthers.
All right, here we go.
Honor the state runner-up, the outstanding defensive player in this championship game, as selected by media representatives. From Millbrook High School, Quentin Cypher.
There it is.
There it is.
I had a feeling it was. I mean,
linebacker, great job tonight.
I mean, I had a feeling it was going to be Cypher. Man,
Slot
what a
receiver
what a
on
talented
offense.
guy right here, too, as well. Yes.
Dadlim, they're cutting the scoreboards off.
Yeah, they're ready to get the heck out of here, I guess. It was.
And Millbrook's Outstanding Offensive Player Award goes to Malachi Gilchrist.
Okay. Malachi Gilchrist, number 7.
So that's number 7, the offensive player for Millbrook. Kind of hard to pick. I mean, really, Robbie, it's kind of hard to pick.
He made a couple catches. Like you said, it's hard to pick when you don't do a lot of things offensively. But you look for some positives, and Malachi, I guess, performed that time.
And now presenting awards for the state champions. The outstanding defensive player in this 8A state championship, as selected by media representatives from Hough High School, Ryan Peterson.
So there it is.
Ryan Peterson. Let's see.
Did for defense?
Yeah, Ryan Peterson, the middle linebacker, outside linebacker, sophomore. Ryan Peterson. I mean, they got him for another 2 years.
Yeah, he's
wow.
a sophomore,
6 foot 220.
Yeah, good body for a backer. He'll get to 6'2", probably play 230
And
maybe.
the outstanding offensive player award for Hough goes to Jamarian Morrison.
I knew it.
Running back.
I knew it. There it is, number 21. Yep, the running back. And another sophomore.
Another sophomore.
Let's see if the quarterback gets the MVP.
Yeah. Then Ethan Royal's got to be, he just did so much tonight. And again, I like this sophomore.
How did they score the second touchdown?
Royal's a junior. Wasn't it a zone read off the right side?
Yeah,
Ethan Royal's a junior. That pass in the back corner. So he ran 2 and threw for 1.
Yep.
One player
All
stood
right,
out.
stand by.
This individual was selected by a panel of media covering tonight's game as the championship's most valuable player, presented by Morgan & Morgan, the MVP for the 8A state championship. Hough quarterback Ethan Royal.
There it is. I mean, we kind of called it before it became reality. And everything we said should be what it was, and that's what it was for
you look at
MVPs and whatnot.
The kid played a really good game, and he's a junior coming back. The running back's a sophomore coming back. So, if they got a couple pieces to fill in, they'll have a couple pieces to fill in next year because obviously you're going to lose some senior leadership. But, again, as their coach said, they're relentless. They're young. They want to go out and play. They play for each other. And again, when you go down to South Point and Rock Hill and beat the team down there, South Point, that's a good ball club down there. That's crossing state lines. So congratulations to the Hough Huskies, the 8A state championship champions. But again, also congratulations to the Millbrook, Wildcats.
Yes, because they had a great year, 13-1.
13-1. You played everybody. You beat everybody you were faced. Tonight you ran into a better ball club for the most part around UC. So they just, it was more physical. But again, congratulations to both these teams for making it this far, the largest class in the state of North Carolina.
Brandon, Kim, if y'all can try to grab one of the MVP players, preferably Ethan Royal, obviously. We'll make it quick and get you guys out of the cold. Maybe what we will do from now on, let TV do their thing for the interview because obviously they want to get them in place for the award ceremony, and then we'll have them try to grab the coach or something. I definitely don't want to get our. No. It doesn't matter though. They were trying to get them to go to the table, and Braxton kept asking questions over and over again. So we gotta. We don't want to get in trouble, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a privilege, it's a pleasure, it's an honor to broadcast the games. We don't want to do anything to make the NCHSAA mad. As we see now, number 6 of White and Royal and all them with plaques and trophies running now to the crowd of the Hough Huskies down below.
Yep. I see Braxton in the
Enjoy the moment. Let's go down to Braxton. You're to 50, buddy. What you got?
I mean, it was just complete domination by Hough all night. I mean, that's simply all it was. They dominated both sides of the football. Offense came out of both squads until kind of later in the game where Hough really started turning it on. But, yeah, I think Hough just was the better team tonight, and I think they've been a great team all year.
There you go, brother. Thank you very much. Come on, get out of the cold. We'll do a better job to make sure you don't get you in no trouble.
My feet are frozen.
Kim Winslow, your take of the game, obviously covering the other end of the coin. The Millbrook Wildcats, as Robbie and Mark and myself said, hold their head high, right? First time to state, 13-1 on a season. Things just did not go, if thing momentum-wise ever got going, quickly Hough stopped it, and I think the better team won the state championship tonight. You're taking the game, Kim. Great job. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we said it was going to be a defensive battle tonight, and it most certainly was, and, just watching Hough's defense, they were fast, they were physical, they kind of dominated this game and gave their offense chances. Millbrook had some chances, they just didn't capitalize on the mistakes by Hough, whether it was the block punt, the interception, and they just couldn't move the ball after that. Again, Hough's defense was just too tough.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely dominant tonight on the defensive side of the ball was Hough. So like you said, they got a lot to be proud of. Millbrook's got a lot to be proud of. It's an honor to get here, and like I said, I hope that some of these kids, learn from it. They learn from being a champion, and then the underclassmen say, you know what, it's my turn next year to step up. It's my turn to lead. The juniors move into the senior leadership. Take this same stuff and go, guys, let's build on this.
Yes.
So now with another shutout quarter, it's now 9 straight quarters by
Unbelievable.
by Hough that they'll take into 2026 in their schedule to hold it up as well.
Listen, 13 first downs for Hough, 9 for, obviously, Millbrook. 28 of 130 rushing, 26 of 26.
26 yards rushing.
I mean, come on. 13, 29, and 135 for passing. 13, 28, 96 passing for Millbrook. I mean, Mark, if you look at the stats here, and most of all, the 3 touchdowns, the better team, Hough, got it done tonight. Bottom line.
They did.
265 to 122 in total yards. The plays were pretty much equal.
Unbelievable.
54 to 57. It's just the yards per play. You look at
this padded a little bit on that last run.
Correct. 4.6 to 2.3. So again, if you take that 70-yard run out, that's 60 yards.
It's
so you
more
got
even.
28 for 60 yards, and now your yardage is 200 to 122. So it's still a little bit dominating, but still, it's closer. You take that out. But your average per play, 4.6, 2.3, everything was level across the board. So,
Jackie, let's go find some heat. Your final take of these games. We had some fun tonight. We're going to bring a heater tomorrow.
So out of both of them, I think, honestly, even though it was a 3-point win, I think the second one, Millbrook was my favorite game because it was more intensified, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like they played more aggressively.
Well, he did.
And that goes the difference between the 1A and the 8A.
That's right.
There you go.
We said that coming in.
And you said that, Mark.
Hefty,
look at the
hefty.
Yes, look at the difference of the players. Look at the difference of the rosters.
Yep.
Right? I mean, Wilson Prep only had less than 30 players.
29
They
on
won
the
the
roster.
championship, though, 9-8. Last minute, kicking a 27-yard field goal.
First
something
one of the
they've
year.
done first time of the year, and they win 9-8. And then Hough
Just dominates.
beating Millbrook 21-0 here. We get ready for tomorrow.
Yep.
Middle Creek
Guys,
and Watauga.
Friday's going to be special tomorrow.
Yep. Middle Creek and Watauga is our first game at 4 o'clock, and then we've got the 7A championship with the Clayton Comets against the Grimsley Whirlies.
Yep.
Grimsley going for, I believe, their 3rd straight. Is that right?
So it is they've won 2 state championships. One got vacated from New Bern, but they never officially said, Grimsley, you win the championship.
Okay. So they've
Is
won
that a nice
2
way of saying it?
Yeah, so they've won 2 actually. They lost once to New Bern. So
And it got vacated, but they never said you win the championship,
but
basically.
They've won 2 in a row now, I think, back-to-back. Then they're going for a third one or a 3-peat at a different class level, because last year was at the 4A, obviously.
That's the 8A.
Didn't have 7A, last year. So, we should have 2 really good ball games tomorrow. Again, I think Watauga tries to run the football. I got to look a little bit tonight for their stats.
Yeah.
Try to run the football and establish dominance. And you know what Middle Creek wants to do? Middle Creek's going to zone read you. They're going to sling it around the field. They're not called the Mustangs for no reason, brother. They want to run up and down the field and go. So,
Mark, pleasure. Get you some rest. Get you some heat. We're all going to get heat.
I'm just going to find my Uber. Hello, Uber.
We'll see everything tomorrow. Obviously, Middle Creek, Watauga, Clayton, Grimsley. But your final take of these first 2 games to open up the state championships?
Two very good games. I mean, I did expect a little more offense from the other team tonight, but hey, good ball games. Two very deserving state champions, respectively, in each one of their classes. So, look forward to what tomorrow brings. hopefully the Clayton Comets will be able to bring theirs home.
Man.
And we'll celebrate that. I know they had a big celebration in the square tonight. Let's hope that's not all for naught.
I hope Chapel Hill becomes Clayton tomorrow for sure,
be a
right?
special moment for all of us here.
And we're going to be able to see the Comet crew from our view.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see what they bring out to the stands. Hopefully it's a representation of what they did last week at Gibbons. But, to have the Comets here and us being able to call that game, it's a special moment for you. I know starting this program up at CRN, special moment for all of us, and to go out and perform against the number 15 team in the country.
Yeah. Yes.
Who's won 30 straight or 31 straight, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, like Coach Chadwick said last Tuesday night, he said we broke a 61 game streak earlier in the year. Why not break another one for this? So
That's right.
We look forward to 30 tomorrow night.
We're going to do it again tomorrow. By the way, again, we'll be on the air at 3:40 Eastern Time with our pregame kickoff at 4. Middle Creek versus Watauga. Clayton versus Grimsley coming up tomorrow night at 4 and 8 o'clock on the Community Radio Network. I want to say thank you again, as always, to Q Tucker, Brandon Marie, Julie Kidd, everybody with the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, all of our amazing crew. It was a great time. For All-State Sideline reporters, Braxton Cutchin, Kim Winslow, Jackie Posey, Mark Coach Robbie Worrell, I'm Wesley Outland. Good night from UNC's Keenan Stadium, the final 21-0 Huff, their first ever state title.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
The North Carolina High School Athletic Association welcomes you to tonight's game. We are excited to celebrate the hashtag NCHSAA Game Locked In, which honors everything that makes high school sports special.
Let's continue to create a positive, welcoming environment for everyone. Cheer loudly, support your team, show respect to officials, opponents, and each other.
Let's make tonight's game one to remember, full of pride, positivity, and what it means to be truly locked in.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe,
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
to provide the music, talk, and sports you love, and to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Like, follow, and share the Community Radio Network via social media, Facebook at CRN, Community Radio Network. Also check us out on X, Instagram, and TikTok at CRN Sports. As always, remember to listen to the games live on your radio dial at 87.9 FM and anywhere worldwide, always at wearecrn.com. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN. More details at wearecrn.com.